and he died, I guess, of AIDS. I'm not sure, though. I'd have to be looking at the obituary to see it. But they say he is survived by his companion of 35 years, Jack Larson.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen of the Superman series. Now, did we know that Jimmy was gay?
I don't know. I thought that, don't say Jimmy's gay. Just say it was his companion. Superman's best friend is not gay, okay?
No wonder Lois was safe in all those caves.
Yeah, when she was being held by those tribes. Yeah. Gary, see, we've interviewed Jimmy Olsen before. Jack Larson, for the original Jimmy Olsen. See if you can get in touch with him. See, I had heard rumors to that effect, but I always thought they were fake.
It never occurred to me.
Yeah. Well, even my business
when we talked to him, he'd always say, yes, I've never been married.
Right.
He never told us about this.
Yeah, I'd like to know about that. I want to know if he ever made it with a woman. That's all. Let him answer those questions.
The things you learn.
I know. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Dice is coming by today.
The Howard Stern Show.
What's this, Iowa? Okay, Iowa. I still have... Gary, come here. Iowa makes a product called the Iowa 3500 Minimax. I want to buy a Minimax. I told you I wanted it yesterday.
I'm working on it.
I don't want Frank's stupid Minimax. I want to buy it. All you got to do is call up and ask him the price.
I did.
Yeah.
Frank did, and someone's getting back to me.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a freebie.
I understand.
I don't want a freebie.
It was very embarrassing in the bathroom yesterday.
Why is that embarrassing?
Well, I thought it was embarrassing to Frank, not to you.
Why? Why to Frank?
Because you were, confronting him about him taking your...
I was going to the bathroom with Frank Flores, the guy who stole my Iowa 3500 Minimax.
You mean this continued off the air?
Yeah. I just said, hey, man, I don't think it's funny. I said, I think you stole something of mine. He goes, you want it back? I go, no, I don't want it back. And then I peed on his leg. It was just very awkward, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just said, hey, you should ask permission before you take stuff. He goes, well, it didn't quite happen that way. I go, well, tell us how it happened. Because Gary was in there, and so was Tom Chisano. I said, well, and Tom's going, I don't think it quite happened that way, Frank. I go, well, Tom, then tell me how it happened. Well, did you make it clear that you wanted it? Didn't look like I didn't want it. How come every piece of junk ends up back in my office?
You're supposed to make it clear that you don't want it.
Yeah. It was offered to me. Why don't you come and ask me if I want it? Did you hear the conversation? Am I lying?
I told you yesterday that management didn't support you in this issue.
No, they don't. Because they don't know what they're talking about. Tom Chisano never supports me on anything. He thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm insane. I want my Iowa 3500 Minimax. I love it. Robin's got one. Notice Robin's made hers. They wouldn't dare touch Robin's.
Well, you know what? You're too embarrassing to do. Well, that's what I did, because you had already gotten one stolen. I made sure the boys went in and bundled it up immediately.
Right, you're smart. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to that detail. I want to dance at home like Robin. Nude.
Singing into a microphone.
With that karaoke. Have you done the karaoke on that yet?
Of course.
You have? What did you sing to?
I sang to a Vanessa Williams album.
Oh, God. You got to record that. Would you record that? Because you have dual cassette on that also, right?
I'm not recording anything.
Why don't you record on your dual cassette with your karaoke? What did you blocked out the vocals?
Yeah, I block out the vocals
with the CD
album,
yeah,
and you just start wailing.
And wailing it must have been. Iowa 3500 Minimax does so much, and it's the size of a microwave
Gary's
oven.
Looking at me in disbelief.
I know. He's like, those teeth are like popping right out of the gum.
I'm just wondering, did you sing "Save the Best for Last"? Were you doing ballads?
Of course. I'm a balladeer.
She's a balladeer. Everyone knows that. A balladeer. You're in big trouble. You've gone way out of line. Also, BBE Sound Professional Technology.
It's how I relax.
I'm sure that could be heard all through your building. Your poor neighbors.
No one has complained.
BBE Sound Professional Technology, only on Iowa products. That's right. That restores your second and third generation taping to original quality. This thing is the size of a microwave oven. It's unbelievably powerful. I like the remote control. To your nearest Iowa dealer and free catalog. Free catalog. Call up this number right now. Free catalog. 1-800-BUY-AIWA, extension 207, 1-800-BUY-AIWA, extension 207, all right? I hear the people in Robin's building, they're like, let's go to a movie. She's yelping again.
I picture the cats hiding in the bathtub.
Yeah.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right. Here we are.
You guys keep it up. You won't be invited to my recital.
Yeah. You know,
I am planning one day to have a little nightclub show.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Is that before or after you finish the book?
I think I'm going to have to put it on hold until after the book.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, anyway, Gary, there's a guy sitting out there who Gary basically booked on the show.
Oh, who's this?
This was his idea. This is that guy who runs around and takes pictures of himself with celebrities.
Oh.
He looks pretty normal. I was looking at the pictures. I mean, he's got everyone in there. He's got, like, Lucille Ball, Bob Hope, Sammy Davis Jr. He's got presidents.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be good for about 5 minutes to see what this guy is all about. He's all excited to get on.
Okay.
He's got pictures of himself with Andy Warhol. But look, he's like a normal-looking guy. Liz Taylor, Brooke Shields. Like, how does the guy have time to do this? Michael Landon.
Yeah, doesn't he have to have another a job?
Michael Jackson. And, like, all he does is put himself next to a celebrity and take pictures. Boy, Andy Warhol was one ugly son of a bitch, huh? What was that wig? Hey, dude.
I don't think he had any hair.
You're
not kidding, a normal-looking guy.
Yeah, you seem like a pretty normal guy. How old are you? Like 50-something?
57.
57?
Yes, sir.
And
Where are you from?
Yeah.
Laurel, Mississippi.
Really?
The crossroads of the jet set.
And what? Listen to this guy. And what's your story? I mean, how long have you been doing this?
About 16 or 17 years, Howard.
And what do? You just how did you get next to Elizabeth Taylor? Like, how'd you do that?
That was my hardest picture I ever got.
Yeah.
She was I went to a play in New Orleans. Those Little Foxes, tried about 3 times out there. Got shoved around by security people. Went to an event in Los Angeles where she was, and it was and no access. But I got her here in New York, going into a hotel.
And what do? You have a friend who goes around with you and takes these pictures?
When I was married, my wife would go with me. Now I just go by myself. And sometimes that's the hardest part, is to get someone. Howard Stern comes out. He's cordial. He says okay, but he's waiting on a cab. He's got to go. He can't stop and wait while I train somebody in photography. So.
Had you got a regular job?
No, sir.
You're retired?
Yes, ma'am.
I see.
What'd you used to do?
I was in the retail business and sold out 5 years ago, so now I just...
Well, you had a store and you sold it?
Well, yes.
What kind of store?
It was some discount stores down in Mississippi.
Oh, no kidding. So you're a pretty wealthy guy.
You had a couple of them.
Yes, a few, right.
So you're a pretty wealthy guy.
I stuck a couple of nickels in a tin can.
Right, so in other words, you're able to live.
This far from being Walmart.
Yeah. Why don't you stick with that instead of taking stupid pictures of celebrities?
Then they'd come to flock to you.
You know, he's so proud of these pictures. Like, he's standing next to some of the biggest celebrities in the business, but so what?
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali looks like he wants to kill him.
His wife finally got tired of it and said, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I've worn out 2 wives and 1 teenage son doing this.
Oh, yeah? And did your wife start thinking you were like a kook with this thing?
No, they thought it was fine.
Yeah?
My son thought it was a kook.
Yeah, right. Your son probably doesn't talk to you anymore, right?
No, we're friends. He's got us tuned in down in Biloxi, Mississippi.
And what do you do? And here you are with Rod Stewart. Like, how'd you get next to Rod Stewart?
Oh, that was an event in Los Angeles.
It's funny because he doesn't even look like the kind of guy who'd know who Rod Stewart was.
Yeah, I know. I don't think, like, here you are with Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. Did you know who he was?
Oh, yes, sir.
You did?
Well, I know who Criss Cross is and the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Pearl Jam. I stay current.
You do? Here you are with Pee Wee Herman. Was he masturbating?
No, he was finished.
He was finished. How long ago did you take this picture with Pee Wee Herman?
Probably 4 years ago, Howard.
4 years ago. And this is you and Woody Allen now. This is a very difficult picture to get, right?
Right, sir. But he was fine.
He was. You went up to... What do you say? Now, pretend I'm Woody Allen.
Okay. Well...
Do you have a young daughter? I'm dating Sonia Previn.
Really offer him a young girl to let you do anything.
Right. All right, so you go up to Woody Allen and you say what?
I say, hello, Woody. Could I have a quick snapshot, please? That's the total line. No, I saw your last movie. I loved your last song. My uncle knew your and it's just that. It's just wham, bam, thank you, man.
Maybe something about that accent that's disarming. You know what I mean?
So, yes, yeah, kind of charming.
Yeah, and he looks kind of like normal.
And he's not being a bother, as he said. He says, just a quick snapshot.
Yeah.
You don't try to converse. You don't try to ingratiate yourself.
No, Robin. So, afterward, after we get to this, sometimes
if they learned your personality, they'd probably throw you out. And then you are with Ted Turner.
Yes, sir.
Who you look a little bit like, except he's got that little bad mustache. Yeah. Boy, is that a bad mustache?
Yeah, it looks like a broom on his
He's got a bad attitude.
Lip.
Does he really? Well, what did he do?
Or I've just seen him in action. People ask for autographs. He really acts ugly. I'm really disappointed.
Really? What was he doing?
Just stomping and, that's the last one I'm going to do.
Oh, really? He was all upset.
Yes, sir. He seems to be kind of uptight man.
Really?
So, yeah, he doesn't seem to have a sense of humor.
Yeah. Who's this you're with? I don't even identify this person. Oh, that's Dr. Kevorkian, isn't it? The death doctor.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
All right. So where'd you meet him?
That was in Washington. He was at a book signing.
Oh, I see. And, you've got everyone here, don't you? This is David Duke.
Right, sir.
And you have Jimmy Swaggart.
Right.
And
Is that
you got,
before or after?
now,
In between.
now, here's a picture of you and Bill Clinton. Now, how'd you get close to Bill Clinton?
Okay, he was in New Orleans at the Democratic Leadership Conference and was a very cordial gentleman.
And you just go to these things and you wait the whole time?
Yes, sir. I just hang out.
That's your hobby?
Right,
It gives you a thrill.
Yes, ma'am. I love it, Robin.
And do you look at these pictures on a regular basis?
People come to my home and look at them, and I get a kind of a second flow out of it.
So it makes it. So is there a way you can network this into getting laid?
Yeah, is this what you do on dates?
It hasn't worked yet.
Really?
Hasn't worked yet.
I mean, it just seems like a big waste of time. You know what I mean?
Do you have a few in your pocket when you go to a bar to pick up a woman?
Here I am with my good friend Bill Clinton.
I do carry, most people carry pictures of their puppy or their grandkids or something. But I take about 15 or 20 around with me.
Yeah, because I mean, this is kind of. I mean, here you are with Tammy Faye Baker. I mean, it's an impressive list of celebrities that you have here. Here you are with Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan.
Yes, sir.
Now, how'd you get that picture?
That was in Los Angeles.
And, he dresses up in a suit and tie. He looks like he's like a Secret Service guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, if you go to a golf tournament, you wear a golf shirt. You go to see Garth Brooks, you wear a cowboy shirt. And I don't try to snake anybody, but
Right.
but I do. I mean, it's exciting to me.
Here you are with Richard Nixon.
Now, do you manage to get backstage, or are you one of those people?
Yes, he absolutely does. Look at it. Here he is with Milli Vanilli, which appears to be like backstage at some concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is that right? Now, how'd you get Milli Vanilli?
No, that was you were just talking about Joan Rivers a while ago. I did her show recently, and they were doing a taping there, so that's where I got that.
I see. And
they were real jerks when they were Milli Vanilli, and they've softened up since they came.
Is that right?
Since they can't sing?
Yeah, right. Now, are they blown up to 8x10s in your house?
No, sir. That's a good question, but I have so many, Howard. I have 6,000 pictures, so I have to cut them back to that size so I can accommodate them on the wall.
What would be your favorite?
Mikhail Gorbachev, Robin.
Yeah.
Really? Now, why is that?
Well, I just feel like in my lifetime, he's done more to change the course of the world, Howard.
I see.
But,
By not being able to run Soviet Union?
Yeah, by being so incompetent at running a dictatorship that he basically changed the world. Well, that's a good way to look at it. Now, this is a difficult one to get. It's you and Madonna. Is that correct?
Right, sir.
Now, how long did it take you to get that?
That was a sort of a fluke, not the fact that we were waiting outside an event. I was married at the time. We were waiting outside a theater at some charity event, and my wife and I, we were fixing to leave, and this limo pulls up, and all these huge security men, kind of like the clowns out of the Volkswagen at the circus. They just keep coming out, and I said, hey, that's Madonna. I said, well, she's not going to stop now. Let's tag along behind. When she stops for the paparazzi out front, we'll jump up in there and say hi. Well, it was a bust. Nobody came, so the paparazzi wasn't there. We tagged along, and it turned out, we were in the theater, so we couldn't have ever crashed it if we tried, but we were in there, so we waited till she was seated.
And you don't feel like a jerk going up to her and saying,
Howard, I love it. I mean,
you don't feel like you're annoying people?
I try not to.
You don't.
I mean, really?
It's.
I'll wait till you finish a conversation.
Right.
How do you know where all these people are going to be? So you have to keep abreast of every little event that's going on.
What is it, Gary?
Well, I was going to say, I was talking to him at length, and he was telling me he had all these, governors.
Yeah.
And I said, well, where'd you get these guys from? And he said, oh, well, I went down to there's a governor's convention every year.
Yeah.
So he goes to some of these events, and he's got all 50 governors.
Is that right?
Almost. But I got the hardest time I've had with security. I got run out of Mobile, Alabama.
What a weird hobby. If I was retired and I had enough money to just sort of hang out.
Do whatever I wanted to do.
I would do stuff to I don't know. I would do some kind of sport or
craft, make something.
Yeah, or write some. I don't know. I would do
art.
I would create something so that maybe I'd be.
Well, this is unusual, but really, you just don't know how exciting it is for me to be here.
I was saying, did you do this so you get a picture with Howard?
I hope I will.
No, I'm not posing with you. Forget it.
My son.
I want to be the one guy who does
it.
Yeah. No, I'll pose with you.
Thank you.
There's something wrong with you. I forget better.
My son said I need.
You're obsessing on me.
My son said I need Jimmy the Joke Man and Robin too. Now.
Yeah, Jimmy the Joke Man is. I'll get you a picture of him too. And let me tell you something. Let's call him Jimmy the Joke Man from now on. I love that. And here you are next to the big, fat, bloated Roseanne Arnold, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, there's hardly room for you in the picture. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
And was she eating your foot at the time that you took this picture?
I've seen people that are a bit more cordial.
Was she nasty to you? Was she making fun of you that you wanted a picture with her?
No. I seldom get that. The hanger-oners make fun of it. You know, like if I go up to you for a picture somewhere, then somebody around is like, But,
yeah, right. Yeah, the Ralphs of this world.
But you know, if you got it,
I have a guy who hangs around with me like that. That guy Ralph.
Yes.
He hangs around with me, and whenever someone is, I stop, I take a picture with somebody. He's like, oh.
When he's that same guy.
He's really the same guy. That's the funny thing. He's just worked himself into my life. Yeah, what is it, Gary?
I was going to show you this article they did on him in the Enquirer, and if you look at the third row down, he even got John Gotti.
No, is that right? Now, how did you get John Gotti?
That was on the street here in New York, and the question you asked earlier, Howard, who takes the pictures for me? I was by myself, and nobody would take the picture. I'd run along ahead. I approached him first. You know, no quick moves around Secret Service or John Gotti. So I've got my little camera in my hand, and and I asked him for a picture, and he just doesn't comment. A couple of bodyguards with him, so I run ahead and I say, "Sir, would you mind snapping a picture of me with this gentleman?" And they take the camera, and then they get feared, and then they just like take this camera from me. So finally, I said, "Mr. Gotti," I said, "if you don't mind, I can take this picture myself." And he said nothing. I felt no hot lead or cold steel, so I said, "Smile," and I took it and said, "Thank you." He said, "Thank you." So
well, there you are. Now, who are the couple of rudest people there ever were to you? Let's see. Now we
the biggest surprise was Bob Euchre. You know,
that guy? Yeah. That guy's an idiot.
He was, he comes as
nobody.
The nobodies who's been Jerry Lewis was awful, yet if you see the picture with him, it acts like he's my brother.
Jerry Lewis is an idiot, right?
Well, he was sure nasty. Jack Palance.
What did Jerry Lewis say to you? He's like, get away from me. Well, you're an idiot.
Why do you mama just, cussing that just like it was such a big, then he stops and the pose is just very...
Yeah, I know, because he looks like he's being super friendly.
But boy, he put on a show first, and Reggie Jackson was surprisingly ugly. He carried on.
Really?
Yes, he was not nice.
Baseball players are particularly...
Especially now, Robin, it's the younger ones there.
And Jack Palance yelled at you? I mean, here's a guy who basically nobody even wants his picture.
I went up to him, and it was a setting where, a lot of times, I can understand, you're out somewhere, there's 1,000 people around, a flash is going to bring everybody. It was a control deal in the foyer of a hotel, or the mezzanine of a hotel. I went to ask for a picture, and I don't do accents, but it was, "I don't want my GD picture made with you." And I thought he was doing a routine, and so I laughed. I appreciated, his act.
Yeah.
And then he kind of and so my wife said, I think he means it. And he sort of like, I don't think he was going to hit me. I've never had any physical problem, but he was. But yet I still got his picture another time.
And Loretta Swit, that loser, was a big pain in the ass?
Let's just say I call her Loretta Snit.
Really? What did she do to you?
Well, just wouldn't do it. Just I finally got her, but just was too big.
Yeah, like who'd want her picture anyway?
Really? She should be proud.
Gabe Kaplan turned me down twice, and he says I don't do pictures. And of course, I acknowledge that it's his right. It's America. Right. But I want to say, man, if you don't know pictures, I don't know what you look like. But
I see. So Gabe Kaplan doesn't want his photograph taken.
Another one of those giants.
I see. So Paul McCartney is someone you've tried 6 times.
You haven't gotten him?
Have not gotten him.
In New York, you tried 6 times?
I tried 5 times here. I tried in New Orleans.
Will you fly somewhere just to get someone's picture?
Yes, sir. It has to be a big... My catalyst for my trip up here, and I'm not blowing smoke at you, was to be on your show and I went to New Haven last night and got a picture with Arthur Miller.
Is that right?
So that brought me to New York. Of course, then I worked the streets and the plays and whatever.
Well, you must have some money.
It sounds like you're here a lot looking for something.
You think you'd have a better camera, too. Well, that piece of junk you walk around with.
They don't need a little cheap Kodak one-shot camera.
Yeah, and I mean, it's got a piece of tape over it. So, you think, like, the guy flies all the way.
He's got to take all the pictures with the same camera, I'll bet.
Yeah, what are you, obsessive? I mean, seriously, the camera's all broken down. Now imagine he gets Paul McCartney and the camera doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's I've taken over 6,000 pictures, and I've never had them. I don't get a second picture. People I don't get a backup picture, and I've never had a picture not come out.
Now, here you are with Liberace.
Yes, sir.
Did he make any moves on you? Did he find you attractive? No?
Yeah, where was his hand?
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at this. It's like posing next to a woman. Liberace looked like totally feminine.
Oh, my.
You got to see that. Oh, well, you're a nice-looking man, aren't you, Boober? My name is Boober. Wow, isn't that something? And let's see what else you got here, Frank. You got Jessica Hahn.
Yes. Sir.
Now, what about her? Did she come on to you?
Her?
No, all right, Jessica Hahn. I was coming back. I was driving from Atlanta to my home in Laurel, Mississippi, and picking up radio stations along when I heard what Jessica Hahn was going to be. And hey, she was great to me. I loved her.
Yeah.
But she was going to be they have the Grand Marshal, the Rose Parade, and this kind of stuff. She was the marshal it of a pet parade in a suburb of Brandon. And so help me, she rode in a carriage, and people brought their dogs and cats dressed in their outfits and walked around this track.
Oh, no.
So I drove back up. I drove back up there just to get her picture.
Now, someone told me you picked her up hitchhiking. That's how you got her picture. No? I see. And Michael Landon, the late Michael Landon. Now, this looks like he's just about in the grave on this one.
He was,
really? Was he sick?
No, he was. I don't think so, Robin. He was.
He looks sick in this picture. I think he's sick of you. Is what the problem is.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I know I've got the alimony checks to prove that.
Yeah, and Landon, Michael Landon.
Very gracious.
Now, here's a rare picture. You and David Letterman, a very skinny David Letterman. Obviously, think when he was very young.
Yes, sir.
Was he mean to you?
He was just okay at best. He was fine, but he kind of.
He made you feel stupid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well.
David has a tendency to do that.
Right.
I got everybody on this show. You know, I mean, I've got Bailey the cameraman, Al Mar.
Boy, you're lucky. Wow. Boy, I didn't know you had Bailey. Well, Frank, I'll tell you something. You're a good old boy. You understand what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
All right. You're a very nice man, and here you are with Michael Jackson, the elusive Michael Jackson. Now
how'd you get that picture?
He has an arm around a young boy while he's talking to you, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Look at that. Here is Frank next to Michael Jackson, and yet there is a young boy.
Always a child.
Is that how you got Michael Jackson? Did you offer him the young boy?
We didn't trade off him. That's my son.
Oh, that is
Frank,
your son.
Frank Jr.
Very attractive young man.
Well, he looks like his dad.
And Michael Jackson did not take him to his compound to see movies?
No,
he must have been a little too old for Michael.
He was a very young man. He was a nice young man.
Yeah, usually Michael Jackson hangs around like a Macaulay Culkin, much younger. All right, but that was a good ploy. All right, very good. And you, Hefner, who I think you look like a little bit.
Oh.
There you go. Bob Hope, the elusive Bob. Oh, Jackie Gleason, look at that. Sammy Davis Jr., all these different. Bill Cosby looks like he wants to punch you in the face.
A lot of dead people you got.
You got a lot of good dead people. That's always worth. Are these worth money, these pictures?
I do a little, not as such, but I do I got a little speaking career, Howard. I work corporate banquets and, conventions, I'm kind of the alternative to the, motivational, the comedian or something like that.
Oh, yeah? You make money at this?
Well, I'm
so there is money in it.
Yeah, well, but I just hope he's not turning anybody else onto this.
Yeah, right. Like Fred Norris is thinking of going out and doing this. But, so you actually get paid to go speak.
Well, I have now. I've started doing this.
Now, if somebody wanted to hire you, how would they get in touch with you?
Frank Martin. Well, I have an 800 number. Can I say that?
You have an 800 number. Now, why would you have an 800 number?
I want to be easy. I don't want to be elusive like Howard Stern. If they want me,
you set up an 800 number
at my home.
Just so that people can reach you for speaking engagements.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead. Give it. I'll give you a plug. Go ahead.
It's 1-800-538-6126, and they'll get Starman.
Starman.
Starman
is that what you call yourself? Oh, now you've named yourself.
Starman.
You should be ashamed of yourself. How old are you again?
57.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend now?
You'd think a grown man would have something better to do with his time.
You really would. Now you're turning red. Look at you.
No.
Does he have a girlfriend now? Or is
Robin, you interested?
Busy.
Look at Robin over there. Mrs. Starman.
Starwoman.
You could be Starwoman. He needs a woman to go around and take those pictures of him.
I'm looking hard.
Yeah. You don't have a girlfriend right now?
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, you do. When's the last time you got laid, Grandpa? A couple of weeks ago or what? You have a lot of sex doing this Starman thing?
Not out doing it.
Look how happy he is.
Not out doing it. No, when I do this...
You had sex this morning, didn't you old son of a gun? Look at you. All right, good for you. Congratulations. Well, that's Starman, Frank Martin. He gave you his 1-800 number. You can get in touch with him. And, by the way, Starman, meet the infamous Joke Man. There it is.
Jimmy the Joke Man.
This is like the Justice League of America. Starman, meet Joke Man. And Fred Norris, King of Mars.
I do have a picture with Gary now. Did you know I already have a picture with Gary?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Do you have one with his shirt off and you're feeling him up? That's a very rare photo. All right, I'll take a picture with you, you maniac. We'll do that in just 1 second. I got to take a break here, and I want to thank Frank for stopping by. We'll be back right after these words.
Thank you, Howard.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
All right. What is this?
Tri-State Eagle.
Tri-State Jeep Eagle? Take it easy, Frank. All right, man. No problem.
Well, now we're all immortalized.
That's weird, man. What?
Takes all kinds.
You know what's weird about it? Like, he looks like a normal guy.
Yeah, until he starts telling you what he does.
Yeah. I was waiting there for Jackie Gleason. He was so gracious and nice. And
he was so intimidating, just sitting there without saying a word. I wasn't even going to ask for a picture.
Fascinating. You know, this country breeds a lot of people who have a lot of free time. There's too much wealth in this country.
It's true.
There's something new from the Jeep and Eagle folks and has a lot of people talking. It's the all-new sports sedan, Eagle Vision TSI, the car that not only made Car and Driver's top 10, but was also voted Automobile of the Year by Automotive Magazine. I hope I'm getting through to you on this one. If you're looking for a new car, here's the one to get. When you get behind the wheel of a Vision TSI, you'll understand why the critics have given it such rave reviews. It really is an unusual car. It has captured the imagination of the American public, just like Jackie Gleason when I went to take a picture of him. It has a powerful 214 horsepower V6 engine that gives you a great acceleration, an advanced touring suspension that offers great handling and a smooth ride, plus added security of a standard anti-lock braking system and standard dual airbags. As you pointed out, Robin, we only like one airbag because we don't really care about the passenger. Sometimes you wish your passenger was dead.
Yeah, if you're going to put 2 airbags in the car, put them both on my side.
Yeah. If you're looking...
In case the first one doesn't open.
Yeah, just in case, a safety airbag. Hey, if you're looking for a new car, you owe it to yourself to see and drive the car that everyone is talking about, the Eagle Vision TSI. For more information and a free brochure, call 1-800-JEEP-EAGLE. Get the free brochure. Why not? Let it come to your house in a couple of days. Check out this car. To test drive an Eagle Vision TSI, see your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealer today, and they'll be happy to put you in one and let you see what this car's all about.
92.3 K-Rock. Back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right, we're back. Dallas, you're on the air.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
What are you doing, Robin?
What?
Why bother? Let's just wait.
All right. I thought maybe we'd end this.
Oh.
I just want to see what a nightmare my life has turned into.
Say, man, I just had a nightmare, man, about y'all guys.
About who?
About you and Robin.
Hey, how come no girls? I got to go look for girls for my book. I need about 20 girls in about 2 weeks. I'm shooting for my book.
Well, you want to have a lot of girls come through here because you want to audition them.
Yeah, any girls? You don't have to be naked in the book. You could just be like
a bathing suit audition.
Yeah, bathing suit. You don't have to be naked. I mean, if you want to be naked, that's cool too.
You would have naked girls in your book?
I think I would, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Why not?
I don't know. I thought there were kinds of rules or something.
No, maybe I don't want them naked. I don't know. But you wear a bathing suit and stuff. I mean, just, I wanted to go to our listeners and have 20 different girls at least be in the book as chapter card girls. At the head of each chapter, you would be featured.
Some guy just... did you get that letter? Because he must have sent a copy to me.
Yeah.
He sent you an idea that each girl should have bigger breasts as the book proceeds, as the chapters go up.
Not a bad idea. We would like that. Well, we'll put them into some kind of order. All right. And then, have one that's, just huge.
Yeah, just a huge one at the very end.
There you go. Let me go see if I can find some women. This guy's a real jerk. Hi, well, now the phone's not working. Hi, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
No, it's not a girl. Hi, you're on the air. Hello?
Yeah, is this K-Rock?
Yeah.
Is this Papa Boy?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
I want to talk to Howard.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Hi, this is Howard. How you doing?
Nice to see you.
What? Damn, some stupid asses. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? How come I tune into other shows and I hear people talking?
They do screen, Howard.
They do? Idiots. Numbskulls. Damn. What is it?
I just want to know if you're interested. Amy Lynn wants to be in the book.
Yeah? You want to be one of the chapter girls?
I'd love to, Howard.
Consider yourself in.
Good. Do I have to audition like everybody else?
No.
I think you've auditioned enough.
I think I pretty much know it.
Myself to be good enough for your book, Howard.
Yeah, you'd be good enough.
Did you say Sandy Korn was going to be in it?
Well, you see, here's the thing. I was talking...
Sandy. She'll come to New York for that.
Yeah, but I was talking to the... See, I was talking to the people at the book company. They were saying, hey, it's really cool just to get regular girls and girls from your audience. And in fact, I talk about Sandy in my book.
And so that's why you're going to have a picture of Sandy.
Do you talk about me in your book?
No, but I guess I will now. You'll be in it.
God, Howard, we go back. He spanked me 22 times on my 22nd birthday. That's a long time.
Oh, that's true. I could write about that. I could squeeze you into the book.
Yeah, about her, you know, how you gave her advice on her impending nuptials with Bagley and the other guy.
Yeah.
All the girls come to you for advice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like stories,
I don't know. I got to make it the book interesting, you know. But all right, so yeah, you're in.
Howard, come see me at Frank's Chicken House this week.
Oh, you're going back to your old haunt.
So now you're back to stripping naked again.
Yep.
What happened to you? I thought you were out of that. You love it too much. It's the money.
Love it.
You love the money.
I must love it.
This girl's so hot looking.
It's an addiction, Howard.
It is an addiction.
She's really hot looking, and you know what it is? The money's so easy. She goes to a chicken house, Frank's Chicken House in Jersey. She goes there. She stands there naked. She gets paid by the chicken house, and then she stands there and takes Polaroid pictures with horny guys. And she stands there naked for the pictures, and her mom takes the pictures of her naked.
No, Mom can't work this week.
Who'd you get to take the pictures?
I think somebody there is going to do it for me.
So she stands there with a Polaroid camera.
Yeah.
And guys just take pictures. You know what? Maybe in my book, I'll do one of those pictures.
Well, you come and do it this
There
week.
you go. There's a way to get...
You got to get the surroundings of that place, though, Howard. Come on. Is that like original or what?
Hey, you know what? Seriously, would you do one of those naked pictures with me, and I'll hold your leg?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's what I'll do in the book. That'll be good.
Don't you have one of those already, or did you destroy your last set?
I think I got a Polaroid.
I destroyed those. I was at Frank's Chicken House, and I'm there, and I see, you know, Amy taking all these pictures. I'd like to stand next to her. So she's completely naked, and you get to hold her leg. If you're a guy like me, and you're, you know, on the radio and you know her, you can hold her leg.
Yes.
But regular guys, I don't think can hold your leg, right?
Yeah, well, I think so.
Oh, they can.
Yeah.
But they can't put their arm around you.
Well, I'm weird about that. They can only touch me at certain spots.
Yeah, like she stands there naked, and the guy gets a picture, and it's like $20.
No, I think it's only 15 this week.
Oh, it's 15. It's a sale.
Special.
It's the recession.
And if you saw the lineup of guys, she must make, I don't know, $5,000 a day from doing that.
How many people do you say that Frank's Chicken House holds?
How many does Frank's hold?
Remember they were like letting everybody in and then clearing it out? It was about 400 people per show.
Yeah, and I would say that 300 guys per show stand there and wait in line
Howard,
to take a
I hope
picture.
the IRS isn't listening.
I'm sure they are.
So if it was only $10, you'd be making $3,000 just on pictures.
And it used to be $10, but now it's $15, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it was 20. Was it 20 then?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
10.
But then she does like a couple of shows a day.
4.
So she's got to be making like $6-7 grand a day.
That's $10,000.
If you hit all 300. But I'm telling you,
that was my best week in my whole life.
what when you were on my show?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did unbelievable.
Okay.
You know, she got so much money. It was coming out of her ears that
Coming
week.
out of my ears.
So then, because she's really good looking and stuff, and like guys can never get close to a good looking girl like
Sure,
that.
like her.
We're kind of jaded because at least we get to see girls in the studio. But if, you know, these guys stand on line. It's really the most pathetic sight. I would like to photograph just the guys who stand in
hopefully
line.
it'll be that good this week. This would be good material for your book. You used it for your show, so.
So they stand there, and then when they get to her, they go, Amy, you know, I like a picture. And then she stands there, and she's completely nude. She has a slip on, right? And it's like a little robe.
Oh, like a little robe.
And then she takes it off for each picture, right?
But I was so busy, I couldn't even put my clothes on in between pictures.
Yeah, and by the third picture, she just stays naked.
I was just naked.
And then you
Like,
stand next to her, and she's
there's
all
no
oiled
time
up
to
from
put
the
my
oil
clothes
show. And then you get to hold her leg when she takes the picture. When she snaps the picture, she puts her leg up, and you put your hand on her leg.
Oh. So how's the baby?
Oh, hey, come on, Robin. That ruins everything.
A year old.
She just had a
18,
baby.
Believe it?
She's a year old already.
Don't bring it up. I really don't want to hear about it. Or else you're out of the book. All right, you can be in the book. All right, hold on. Gary will give you details.
Okay,
All right.
thanks. Bye, honey. Bye, Robin.
Bye-bye.
Did I hear honey?
Yeah, I miss you,
bye.
Howard.
Oh, bye, honey. I'll tell you something. I have fantasies about her, but I'm a single guy.
Hey, you never told me about your fantasies about her. What, are you keeping secret?
Oh, she's in them. Like, I'm a single guy, and I figured she'd go for me if she went for Ed Begley Jr.
Sure.
I mean, I'm better looking than him.
I would. You are. You are.
I am better looking than him. He's a real ugly guy, and she was going to marry him.
Yeah, she was in love.
Yeah, I mean, she was in love because he's a movie star.
Yeah, about as in love as Amy can be.
Right. Yeah, I don't even believe Amy has orgasms.
Oh, believe me, I do.
I believe that, like, she's one of those people that's so hard and turned off to guys that she doesn't have an orgasm.
Look at what she's been through.
Yeah, James Wood.
So why wouldn't I have orgasm?
Because you're hardened to that whole thing.
Not at all. I'm a very sensitive woman, Howard.
Really?
Yes.
I wish I knew that for true.
And they all say that.
I would need to sample that. So I have this fantasy where, like, she comes over my house, and I have the pool in the backyard, and then Amy's, like,
You're a single guy with a pool in the backyard.
Yeah.
You're still living out on Long Island.
Yeah, well, my wife's recently died, and I haven't sold off the house yet to move into the city to my bachelor pad. And the kids are away for the day. The grandmother took them or something, you know.
So Daddy can play.
Well, they're at boarding school because Daddy needs free time.
Boarding school.
And then, of course, Amy comes over, and obviously she's ready for a day of love. And we're sunning ourselves by the pool, and then all of a sudden she slips off her bottoms to go swimming. Her top has been off the whole time she's been sunning herself. And she's swimming nude, and then all of a sudden she's on the steps of the pool, and I swim up to her, and...
And we kiss.
No, we do something better than that.
Well, we kiss first.
If you have to, yeah. Yeah, we kiss, and then, we do some romantic stuff, and then all of a sudden she just lays back. Her head is almost like on the cement of the and then like
I gotcha.
Her bottom is barely in the water, and then I do something I don't normally do to a lady, and I do it for like an hour.
Lady.
Yeah, a lady, my lady friend, and then I do that to her for like an hour, and she's going wild, and then I marry her because why not?
Oh God, Howard.
I'd marry you.
That.
I'd marry you.
Do you talk like that in bed?
What do you mean?
I'd marry her? He says that all the time.
Oh, yeah. I tell my wife I marry her all the time. Did that turn you on a little bit, that thing?
Huh?
Did that just turn you on?
Yes.
It did?
Yeah.
You must be desperate.
That's fun. I must be desperate.
And then the priest shows up in a bathing suit and marries her. Right there. Right poolside while I'm doing that to you.
Who's your boyfriend now?
Well...
Jimmy Olsen?
No. I am no longer talking about my love life in public.
Oh, you got one, though.
Who is it? A famous guy? Oh, come on. Who is it?
No, I'm not telling.
Who's the lucky man?
I'm not telling.
Are you living with him yet?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew it. They move her right in. Oh, yeah, they move her right in.
It takes her about a week, and she's in somebody's house.
No, you don't tell me who it is, and there's no book. You can't be in the book if you don't tell me who it is.
It's the father of my child.
Oh, you're back with him?
You're back with him?
Oh.
But you're working.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're going to try it again.
No, but I mean, you're still working because this time you don't want to be left in the lurch with no money.
Exactly. I can do whatever I want to do now. I mean,
So you're back with the father of your child?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any guy dumping you. I don't get how she keeps losing it love.
I dumped him, Howard, remember?
Yeah, but you dumped him because he was with other women.
He was with one other woman, and he swears to God and all that. But, I mean, these days, it's just... I went out there in a single world, and it was like, I looked around, and I was like, oh, my God, this is what I have to choose from.
Well, I'll tell you something.
So it was worth giving it another try.
I can't believe how a girl as good-looking as her, how come she's such a loser at love? I just can't figure it out.
No, you know something?
It's not that she's such a loser. Do you believe me? There are not too many good men out there.
There aren't.
Boy, I'd be good. Damn, I would be so faithful, it'd be sickening. You'd be sick of my faithfulness. All right, once in a while I bring home a lesbian for a love set, the three of us, but that'd be it.
And women are so desperate, they'll sleep with your husband, your sister's brother's husband, anybody's husband.
And my wife doesn't appreciate me. I'm telling you, she just doesn't. She doesn't realize how good she has it with me.
She really doesn't.
She really doesn't.
On the radio one day.
She bitches and she gives me little attitude all day and everything. And I'm going, man, she's lucky to have him.
She should pray. You're just doing the right thing. You don't get a medal for that.
Great. All right, you're in the book.
Good.
Right, hold on.
Okay, bye.
She's hot, man. She's so hot. There's lava between her...
oh, jeez. She's like a volcano.
Like a volcano ready to erupt. I once touched her buttocks. She's really good looking. Stuff I'd do to her. She couldn't possibly even smell. I've been up that close to her. I don't detect any odor.
Is that right?
I'm telling you, I do everything to her. I'd do what they did in that movie yesterday.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
Oh, yes, I would.
Please, Howard, please.
Well, maybe not that far. Not that hard up.
More.
All right, we got to take a break. And we'll be back right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Mattis Ice Cream, so good. Let's keep reminding people of this product. I think that it's a product that you will love. Everybody loves the taste of ice cream. Problem is the fat. It's just so fattening to eat ice cream that you have to give it up. But a couple of years ago, they started coming out with low-fat ice creams. Problem was they tasted like low-fat ice creams. They didn't satisfy that urge.
They didn't taste like ice cream, Howard.
We're not sure what they tasted like. It's hard to describe.
They were cold and they were smooth, but what they were, we don't know.
Well, there's a guy named Mattis who invented the Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I think everybody knows Haagen-Dazs, one of the richest, best-tasting ice creams around. He invented it. The guy named Mattis invented it. And when he invented it, he...
Is it right to say you invented a brand of
Yes,
ice cream?
he actually created the formula for Haagen-Dazs ice cream. The recipe, if you will.
Well, yeah, you create a recipe.
Well, he not only created the recipe, he created the company, and as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago decided to sell the Haagen-Dazs company, which he did. And he made a lot of money, and he was retired. And then he said, okay, I'll go back into the business.
There's a need for me because there are no good low-fat ice cream.
He started a second ice cream revolution. Haagen-Dazs really started the first ice cream revolution.
I remember that revolution.
You remember that? And as a matter of fact, we were part of it. And now Mattis is here. It is a low-fat ice cream, and you cannot tell the difference between this and Haagen-Dazs. I want you to look for Mattis low-fat ice cream in the bright red and gray pint. Robin, you've eaten it. Isn't it delicious?
Oh, very tasty.
97% fat-free, low in cholesterol. It is delicious. It is rich. Look at the flavors: cookies and cream, caramel crunch, chocolate cookie, lemon cherries, vanilla meringue, and coffee. Available at Food Emporium, Gristedes, and A&P. Mattis ice cream, not associated with Haagen-Dazs.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right, baby. We are back. I guess up in Buffalo, we compete with a guy named Larry Norton. He's a disc jockey in Buffalo or Rochester. Oh, no, this is Buffalo. And they wrote here that he's in a rating slump, so they say he spends all day at the station trying to memorize scripts. That they hired a script writer.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, and he has to sit there and memorize the script. Why would he have to memorize it? Can't he read it?
Yeah, nobody's going to see him on the radio.
Then the guy writes, only one script writer could save Larry. His name is Howard Stern. Hey, maybe we should write some material for the guy.
Oh, let us read his script.
Yeah.
I would love to see those.
So he's evidently working off a script.
That's great.
Yeah. That's pretty sad.
Don't you sort of just say, this isn't working out?
I would get out of radio if a guy had to write me a script.
When that happens.
I really would.
Just say, I can't do this.
Well, here's a guy. Remember that guy in San Francisco? I started telling you about this yesterday. I didn't really have time to finish it. This is guy, Perry Stone.
Yeah.
Who used to live in Brooklyn. He was a kid. Lived in Brooklyn. Actually, he was no kid. He was like...
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man. And he used to listen to us every day. So he went to San Francisco and actually started his own radio show, doing everything that I'd ever done.
Right.
And he got fired like in a week because he went like, he was horrible. And he also would like try to...
He went over the line somewhere. Wasn't he the one with the
Girl
Scouts?
Yeah. He started like yelling at some Girl Scout, a 10-year-old on the air, really reduced her to tears and everything. So they threw him out of San Francisco. But now then he went to Columbus, Ohio. This is the downfall of the Howard Stern imitators. This is the best Howard Stern imitator story I ever read. And the thing that I resent about the guy is not that he ripped off my act, but that they would interview him and he'd say he never heard of me. Guy lived in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Doing my same exact, but he never heard of me and had no idea who I was. And then I think the FCC, when he got in trouble with the Girl Scout thing, he said, hey, Howard Stern does this stuff all the time.
Right.
He started trying to pin it on me.
And you've never done anything like that.
Oh, yeah, but...
I don't remember you with a Girl Scout.
Mine was a Cub Scout. But anyway, I guess the one bit that he dreamt up on his own got him fired. So then he went to Columbus, Ohio, and toned down the whole thing, like became a disc jockey, and they fired him after a year in Columbus.
Because he's no good as a disc jockey either.
Yeah, because he sucks. He's nobody. So this reporter called him and said, he says he called him up, and the guy sounded real normal. He spends his day jogging, playing Mr. Mom to his 2-year-old son, and looking for work.
Oh. So his wife is supporting him now.
Yeah, and then he goes, he says he has learned to tone down his act. His previous persona, which he said was an act, was as fake as Howard Stern's wig. So little Howard Stern...
Another dig, huh?
He's still in Columbus, unemployed, with with doing nothing. And he's still digging Howard Stern, the one who got him even on the radio in the first place. Hey, Skivos, this is your payback, jerk. You're not getting any work anywhere.
Just because ripping you off didn't work, he's angry at you.
Yeah, he's still angry. But he wants to come back to San Francisco. He wants to compete with me. He feels he could win.
Oh, now he's figured it out.
Yeah, if you couldn't win with me not being there, I don't think you could win with me being here. He said that in Columbus he pulled pranks that were less offensive but still funny. He managed to flirt with the lines of public taste by complaining about the bad smell of Grateful Dead fans and reporting on a handicapped couple having sex. That was...
But it didn't work.
But it didn't work. I poke fun at real-life things, he said, like Seinfeld. Stupid stuff that makes people laugh. Obviously, it doesn't make anybody laugh.
Yeah, what is he saying? He's now figured it out, but he got fired.
Yeah. You give him one more chance. He's got it all figured out now. If you can't make it in Columbus, Ohio, I think you're pretty well doomed. He was let go when the Ohio station went to a morning zoo format, using younger, less expensive hosts. No, in other words,
why they got rid of him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if he could have paid for himself by getting some ratings. Then it says, ironically, Stone may have been ahead of his time in San Jose. Stern, who was now he was ahead of he was the trendsetter.
Right,
you know,
right.
The guy ripped off my whole act, but he was a trendsetter. He was ahead of his time.
They weren't ready for it then. Now they're ready for it.
Yeah. Well, I think he found the secret. Him getting fired makes me laugh. In Columbus. Stone said he would love to compete with Stern. Stone thought he could draw listeners by focusing on local issues and people. Good luck.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Do it from your house, Mom. Mr.
Have a
Mom.
blast.
I just thought that was pretty funny. I thought I'd share that with you. And then there's a whole new group out to get us, Robin. It's called the Anti-Stern Group.
Oh, they've even taken your name.
Yes. And they have a whole... And I guess this is out of... what is the 805 area code?
I'm not familiar with that one.
We, anti-Stern bad, B-H-A-D, what is that? We are engaged in a campaign to eradicate all media outlets of Stern and his cronies. We are tired of his this obscene cretin who is simply a rude college kid who needs discipline. We intend to lobby the following. All radio stations airing his show, TV stations, all sponsors of his show, the studio about to make his movie, the publishers of his book, retailers who may be tempted to carry his book, and celebrities. Celebrities?
And who might do the show,
I see. We will organize, O-R-G-A-N-I-S-E, we will organize a boycott of their products or services if they continue to show support for this foul-mouthed oik. No, I don't know if this is for real. Any of this stuff isn't for real. Boycotts don't work. Right?
I don't know. They seem to be, Donahue seems to be affected.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like his lifestyle has changed. I always welcome boycotts. I like them. I want to see the day that somebody could boycott something and actually make it
Well, you know
stick.
what's interesting to me? Their complaint there is that you're a foul-mouthed college kid who needs disciplining. This doesn't seem like a really bad problem to me.
It just seems like there's a lot worse.
Yeah, if you're really upset with the way the world is going, why would you pick something that really has an impact?
No, I don't know. That's making too much sense. Did I tell you about the guy who got robbed and they only stole his videotape of Butt Bongo Fiesta?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did that one already. I like that.
And you said that they valued it at $150?
Yeah, well, the police came in and had to value the robbery. And they put it at $130, which I took as an insult.
Yes, that's low.
Seeing as how people are selling it for like $600 and $700.
I mean, that was two.
Yeah, that pissed us off.
Videotape and Crucified.
You know, that could hurt the market. We've invested a lot in those tapes. Rob and I each have a stockpile of them.
That's our retirement.
Yeah, $130. That's the tax on the item. Man, I would do. Buffalo, you're on the air.
Howard, I got to take you to task here. Last week you had on both Penn Teller and Ted Nugent, and rightfully so, you ripped up Penn. He had it coming. But you guys got a tape on Ted Nugent where he was really insulting. I think he said he was going to pick you up like a warm booger on the road or something. You remember that?
No.
Yeah, you've got an interview. I think the Mad Russian...
No, that was the Mad Russian who did it.
Yeah, right,
yeah,
okay.
He wasn't saying that about me, was he?
Oh, yeah. He asked Ted about Howard Stern, and he was like, he insulted you saying you were like a dim-witted idiot.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. You pull the tape and listen to it, because I've got the tape. You know, this is the tape where he talks about taking the urine from the animal and everything.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty funny tape, actually.
That is
and I thought Ted was pretty good, and I also thought Ted said stuff like he'd come in there and he would do verbal battle with me and he would win. I mean, could you take that seriously?
Well, you listen to
be quiet. Oh, you're so stupid, aren't you? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? You know, you're a jackass. The guy came in here, he was a gentleman, he had a good time, we had fun together, it was interesting, he was one of the better guests. What are you trying to do? What, am I supposed to be at war with everybody? Is that what you want me to be? You want me to be at war with everyone?
Yeah.
You're a nitwit. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Don't like it when you get along with people.
Trouble making no penis jerk on the phone.
But he started out by saying, we had Penn Teller on him.
Yeah, he doesn't even know who he's talking about. And you gave it to him, but I'm supposed to give it to everyone who walks in the door? I'll never get anybody to walk in the door.
The people won't walk in the door now.
What a dick. A freak. I mean, so let's say that did happen. I didn't remember it. Why would you get me going on that? Guy wants to make it so there's no guests on the show. Quite frankly, I want to make it that way,
Or
too.
he thinks that everybody's going to come in here to get beat up.
Yeah, everyone's going to show up, so I yell at them. What is it?
I was just going to let you know that Mr. T is here.
Oh, is he?
He's wearing shorts, a polo shirt, and silverware around his neck.
Really? Full silverware?
Yes, fork, knife, and spoon.
Let me tell you, that's a good look for him. He's smart that way. That way you don't have to use the silverware in the restaurants and stuff. We ought to travel with that ourselves. Because Robin and I are afraid of catching AIDS off the silverware. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll talk to Mr. T. What's he got, a comic book?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Mr. T comic book he's here to promote.
Can you make money with that?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
He's not drawing it.
No.
What, did somebody pay him to let them draw him?
The guy who draws it is in love with Mr. T. Mr. T's a muscular guy, but...
He makes him look, what?
Oh, I mean, come on, look at the muscles. I mean, I got to show you this.
Let me see.
Look at it. I mean... Look at him.
Oh, my. Mr. T is not cut up like that.
No. Mr. T would have to be on a heavy dose of steroids to be like that. We'll take a break. We'll talk to Mr. T. Dice is coming in later in the show, too.
All right.
All right, we'll be back right after that.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
What the F is this?
Lagerfeld.
Oh, Lagerfeld photo. Why'd you say so? I love that. What a nice smell that is. Hey, Father's Day is... When is Father's Day? This Sunday?
The 20th, I think.
Oh.
Or is that... Yeah, that's a Sunday.
This Sunday. Fred says he's getting his dad a cookie puss. But,
well, his dad felt neglected. He got one for his mother.
Right. Nothing worse than smelling like a woman. And so many guys... I don't know, maybe it's just in New York, but so many feminine guys running around. I mean, men seem to be more effeminate every day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like effeminate.
I think that the men don't know what to do with themselves anymore.
There's no manly guys around. And I got to tell you something.
They're losing their identities.
There are guys who wear such heavy cologne, they stink to high heaven. And I guess they think it's attractive when they walk into a room and they overpower the room with their smell. But I'll tell you something. I'm not that desperate
for
attention.
Can you imagine two of these guys in the room at the same time?
Their smells battling each other and going at it, like in hand-to-hand combat.
I told you about that night I was at the theater and I almost fainted because the guy next to me was he just
doused.
reeked.
Yeah, he must have said, I'm going to the theater. I was like...
All over himself he must have poured it. He must have showered in it or something.
That's why I like Lagerfeld photo. You've got to try it. If you want to give it as a gift for Father's Day, it's a good idea because they're giving away these bags. Whenever you buy a Lagerfeld photo product, whether you get their photo bath and shower gel, their soap, their aftershave gel, their eau de toilette, their antiperspirant, wet stick or dry, you receive a canvas gift bag free, which is real nice. And you put that all together in a bag for Father's Day. It's a nice gift. Lagerfeld photo. Okay? So whenever you make any Lagerfeld purchase, you get the bag with it. So that's the Father's Day treat, gift idea.
Very good.
All right? That's Lagerfeld photo. But I'm trying to eat, okay?
What's he telling you?
Telling me to do a commercial again.
Yeah.
I'm busy. All right, listen, Siemens Furniture.
Do I say that?
Yeah,
okay.
You used to. You don't do it as much anymore.
I'm busy.
Siemens just celebrated
I wonder what I was doing.
I don't know. It was one day where we were when we were doing the Channel 9 show, and we were here till about 3 in the afternoon, and you were running out the door saying, I'm busy. And we looked at each other and went, oh, what is she doing? Anyway, Siemens just celebrates their 60th year in the furniture business, and now they're celebrating summer with a sale so big.
They're always celebrating.
They really are celebrating. I'm so sick of this celebrating. I mean, Siemens is having... I wish I worked at Siemens. I would love to celebrate this much. What the hell are they celebrating? Everything is on sale in this store like you've never seen. And because Siemens is the package... Fred loves when I belch. Look at him.
I'm like
happy as a mongoloid.
Absolutely.
Why is Siemens celebrating? Because it really is a wonderful furniture store, and they have every reason to celebrate, Robin. You can put them down all you want, but I'm going to tell you something. When you have prices like this, you celebrate. When you have deals on packages, and when I say packages, you go to any fine department store, see the same furniture. The price that you get on a couch, you could buy a whole package of furniture at Siemens. Unbelievable how they undersell the competition every day. They have a 30-day price guarantee. You can see the store for details. They have well-trained, knowledgeable salespeople. They have living room and bedroom packages, dining room and dinette packages, wall units, entertainment centers, juvenile furniture. It's really immature furniture. Recliners, accessories, furniture for every room in your home. It's Siemens. Go see Siemens first. 21 convenient locations in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. The sensible way to a beautiful home. Siemens.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, Jackie, get off my cloud, huh?
What's he doing?
Playing with the plugs. Trying to get Mr. T in the door. Jackie Platinum, Joe Page Martling this Friday, June 18th. Big show at the New York Comedy Shop, Neil's New York Dinner Theater in Mountain Lakes, New Jersey. The Dirty Jokes and Information called the All Digital. 516-922-WINE. Saturday night, Jackie, July 3rd at Governor's Comedy Shop, Robin.
July 3rd. Ooh,
yeah.
Good night.
In Levittown on Long Island. Go try and stump the joke man if you can. Mr. T is here. What do we have to ask him about? His religion again.
Yeah, we want him to talk to us about religion because he's heavily into it. I guess he reads the Bible every day. And
I don't believe that. I think he just says that for the kids.
You think so?
Yeah, he's into this kids thing. I don't think he reads the Bible every day. Mr. T.
All right.
All right, there he is. All right. Hey, now you look good. Now you look good.
All right. Here go a book for you, brother.
Well, thank you.
Item. One for you, brother. All right. And we got to get one for Robin. Don't forget Robin. We got one for you. I'm a person who bring yours through the glass. All right. Well, let me get the mic.
A lot of love in the room.
Let me get situated here.
Mr. T, you're wearing a fork, a spoon, and a knife. You wear gold chains.
Sir Howard, this is a gold fork, spoon, and knife. And I want to get on Brother Gary for calling it silverware. Mr. T wouldn't be called dead in silverware, you know. But we're going to forgive him, ladies and gentlemen, you know. When I get close to silver, I'll break out in a rash. I can't stand it, you know.
What is it? You are
wearing... also have a gold cup. I
right.
seen the Pope doing the mass. When I was in the ghetto, I said, why not a black brother from the south side?
You have a
cup.
That's like a cup like Jesus drank out of, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
you know.
Chalice
that's a golden chalice.
Yes, with my name all on it, rubies and diamonds and whatnot. Why not? You know, I never robbed nobody.
Is that real gold?
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for him asking me that question, you know. Ordinarily, when I go to radio station, guy asks me that, I usually turn the radio station to a car wash. That's me, is that gold, you know. I've been in the business for 15 years. What I'm going to walk around the street with brass around my neck for?
No, you have a diamond wristband.
Yeah, diamond bracelet, diamond gold Rolex watch, with a couple rings on, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, the other time I was here, I was promoting the Tough Man. And Tough Man, I wasn't allowed to wear that much jewelry because you got to be tough.
I watched that Tough Man. That was good.
Yeah, I told you, wasn't it, man?
It really
was
good.
Hot, man, I tell you.
Did you ever see the tape of it?
I got to look at it.
I tell you, awesome, you know.
I gave you the tape of it. The Tough Man.
I'm still getting around to looking at it.
Mr. T came in here and was talking about Tough Man where guys get in a ring and just beat each other up. And I got to admit, I was sort of like, okay, great.
Right. Poor Mr. T.
Yeah, poor Mr. T with lousy gig, you know what I'm saying? You know, but poor Mr. T.
Station coming up.
Welfare. So, you know, I have to sell his house.
Yeah.
So, you know, I tuned it in, and after I saw it, it was an amazing event. It was like regular guys beating the crap out of each other, punching themselves in the face.
Really fighting.
And Mr. T was in one corner, and then they had another guy.
Murray Sutherland.
Right, coaching people.
Yep.
And these guys were just beating the crap out of each other, although I thought the black guy won.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought at the end the black guy won, and then they called it for the white guy.
Well, you know, that happened. Maybe the black guy didn't throw that much punches, you know, but like I said, I didn't play no favorites. I didn't care who went black, white, or Chinese. I just wanted to be tough, you know.
No,
and
I know
it was tough, you know.
Did you think that black guy was a better fighter?
But that was history, you know. They'll make him train better for next year, because next year the prize might be $100. But we don't want to talk about that, you know. Yeah. That was history, you know.
But anyway, I called up a friend of mine who's involved in who the hell did I call afterwards after I saw it? Oh, I know who I called. I called Don King.
All right, only in America.
Yeah, and I said to him, how come you're not in on this Tough Man thing? He goes, I am. He says he is in on it.
We might be. He didn't know everything. He's the king.
I said, this is like, I think this is better than regular boxing.
Oh, no, that's a threat. See, it's a threat to regular boxing. But we don't want to talk about that, Howard. That's another show.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You want to talk about your comic book?
That's right. The comic book and the religion, everything else that we forgot about last time. You know what I mean? So we had so much fun. I walked down the street. Man, I became a star. They say, Mr. T, I heard you on Howard Stern, man. They said, we love you, you know. Say you and him should hang together.
Hey, let me tell you,
you brought out the best in me, man. You a good guy. You know what I mean?
Damn right I'm good.
You know? And that's why I'm on your show, because you're good. You're controversial. Like me, you don't give a damn.
Right.
Like I say, you know, so people talk about you. You must be doing something right. You still here. I'm still here.
Right.
You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of people come and go, haven't we?
Yes.
Haven't we?
Yes.
And we still here, ain't we?
Yes.
Praise God Almighty. My. Go ahead, Howard.
All right. The whole Jesus thing, first of all. Well, first of all, let me just finish with the gold chains.
all right, go ahead.
You got the gold chains around your neck, and now you have a fork, a spoon, and a knife, a gold fork, spoon, and knife.
Right.
It's a full-size fork, spoon, and knife, not a little one.
I'm working on a plate. My jeweler is making me a gold plate.
You're going to have that around your neck, too?
Yeah, I'll wear it in the back in case somebody shoot me in the back. A lot of backstabbers.
If I may
try to stab me, they hit my gold plate.
If I'm such a great guy, why don't you just give me some of your gold chains?
Well, you see, I'm going to tell you what Jesus said. Jesus said, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for the day. If I teach you to fish, I'll feed you for a lifetime. You got a job, you can get some gold. See, the stuff you got on your arms, see, you have gold you want it, but you don't want to wear gold. You want to wear that, so that's fine. But that's cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's my look.
That's right. That's your look, and this is my look.
Right.
Why don't you... Because he says that gold is solid. It's not hollow.
No, it's not none of that rapper stuff. I let him hold it.
Let me feel that.
All right.
Let me feel that gold.
Because he's a doubting Thomas.
Right.
You know. Now you look that, that ain't no joke. That ain't no rapper,
Oh, well, this is heavy.
Rapper got in the business 15 years to get that, brother.
Listen to this thing.
That's right. That's solid, baby.
It's a full spoon, fork, and a knife. And I'm telling you, this is
solid gold, 14 karat.
Solid gold.
Yeah. All right.
It's a nice looking piece.
Yes.
It's one of a kind.
It's got a little eggs on it. I had breakfast this morning. I hate that,
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you wear that because you travel so much in hotels and you don't want to use their silverware?
No, I mean, when I was small, my mother always tell me, because we was poor, welfare, she always tell me about some people born with a silver spoon, you know. I said, boy, I wonder what it would like to have a gold spoon, So when you live in the ghetto, you have aspirations,
Right.
So like I told you last time, I got hit on one dream to buy my mother house. I bought that. So after I bought my mother house and took in my brothers and sisters.
Where is your father?
Why not? My father went home to Jesus. He's a minister. He passed.
Were you close to him?
Oh, yeah, I was close to all my family,
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, eventually, probably around the line, I probably want to become a minister, like my father. But I won't be like these cricket guys collecting all this money and whatnot and having all these resorts and whatnot,
Right.
In my church, you want to get no money,
You would be an honest preacher.
Hey, I won't need the money. It's not about money. These guys ain't called. They crooks. They psychics. They molesting children.
You really love Jesus.
Of course I am. I don't love man that much. I can't trust him.
But when you say you love Jesus, isn't that part of like your whole persona, like with the kids?
You think it's an image?
No. Well, like I said, I'm glad everybody thinks it's a gimmick. I tell them I don't even worry about it. It's not my place to try to convince you.
Right.
Like P.U. Evans said, man, how you make it? I say it's a blessing from God. I can't convince you.
And now why Jesus though? Why not the black Muslim movement? Why don't you adopt that? Because that would be more politically correct.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. See, Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the light." There's no other prophet, no other king, Messiah have passed and came back from the dead.
Would you tell everyone that Jesus was a white man? Is that true?
I don't have no problem with what the color he is.
You don't care what he was?
But if you look in the Bible says if his hair was like lamb's wool, and if his feet like brass burnt in the oven, don't bring me no white man.
Would Jesus wear gold chains like this? Is this based on Jesus?
I'm glad you brought that up. Like some people, they try to see what we feel. I'm not Jesus. I'll tell you in a minute. I believe in Jesus, so don't hit me, expect me to turn the other cheek. You hit me, I'm gonna break your back.
Right.
So I don't play that. I don't play that non-violent stuff.
Right.
That's why I couldn't march with Dr. King.
Right.
Because I'm a violent guy.
You are violent.
You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
If I was to punch you in the face, you wouldn't say...
if I punch you in the face, you wouldn't make it home to see your wife.
Really?
No, that'd be over. It won't be no more Stern show. It'll be the T show.
By the way, we got a lot of phone calls, Robin. People's dashboards are exploding due to Mr. T's voice.
That's right, man. They know I'm back. I'm waking them up, We're going to get you explosion to the roof again with the ratings,
I have one other question about this religion thing.
Yes, come on, Robin.
Someday you want to be a minister.
No, but actually, I'm doing minister work now.
That wasn't the question.
Wait for the question.
All right, go ahead.
You got to wait to be finished. Go ahead.
Finish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she laughed, but it ain't that funny out here.
Who's that white lady with you?
Huh?
Who's the white lady?
That's my wife. Last time you were saying, did I make love to a white lady, so I had to go get her. Last time I had a white man, you see what I mean?
Right.
But I wanted to tell you last time you asked me, I said, no, I haven't never made love to a white woman. Not only that, I haven't made love to a white man either.
She's over there looking annoyed with you.
No, that's my publicist. That's Joyce Brooks,
She's like, oh my God, I went to college. I studied journalism. What is going on here? This man is a madman. I'm sitting here.
Everybody know you the hottest guy around, Howard.
Right.
She wanted, that's her job to be with me.
Are you attracted to Mr. T? Yes. You are. You are attracted to him, aren't you?
Oh.
I could see the way you were looking at him.
Really?
Oh, yes. It was. Is there something going on?
I love people. That's my job, controversy. I love it. See, my thing, as long as they spell a name correctly, I don't care what they say about me. Sometimes I ain't got nothing to do. I create and invent stuff. You know what I mean?
May I ask you a question? When you work with a Mr. T, you go to all this radio stations, TV stations when he does interviews, and you are alongside him? Yes. For the Jackie, pull the microphone out of the way. For the full tour, you are with him?
Do you travel with him?
Yes.
You travel
all the time.
So you and Mr. T are together a lot?
No, sometimes my security with me also.
Security as well?
Yes.
But I'm saying that you have to be there to make sure that the publicity goes well for this new comic book, right?
Yes. And working alongside a masculine man like Mr. T with the muscles and the gold and everything, one becomes enamored with him. True?
That's a big word. Could you explain that to me and some of the brothers out there?
Yeah, you know what it means.
No, I don't know.
You become.
You fall in love.
You fall in love with him, don't you?
Oh, love. Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, yes.
No, I didn't ask you. I'm asking her.
Love makes the world go round.
No, wait a second. Wait a second.
We got to build up the controversy because without controversy, things
You're a
don't
lovely
move,
woman.
you know,
Are you a single woman?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. You're married.
Yes.
Yes, matter of fact, her husband listens to the radio show, and he's pumping iron.
Did your husband get jealous of your relationship with Mr. T?
No, he loves Mr. T.
He does love Mr. T.
They accepted me in. I'm you know, when Sammy died, you know, they sort of brought me into the Jewish religion, you know.
Oh, you're a Jewish lady?
Yes.
All right, and you know that Mr. T believes in Jesus. He probably thinks you're a heathen, but that's okay.
You killed his savior.
You killed his savior. You realize that. Didn't the Jews kill your savior?
You don't have no problem with that because I used to work with Muhammad Ali. He's a Muslim and I'm a Christian. So we don't have no problem with that.
You have no problem?
Other people have a problem with that. You try to make a problem.
Did you
think
the Jews killed your savior?
I don't go around thinking and getting into that.
You don't get into that at all?
No, I just worship. That's not my place.
The man that you love,
all I know, Jesus forgave.
Yes.
You know, he said on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do.
I see.
What are you going to do?
What is this press conference today?
For the pay-per-view.
Now, when is that?
The Undisputed Heavyweight Comedy King.
Yeah.
Coming to pay-per-view July 10th. Call your local cable operators now. Not next week. Not tomorrow. Now. July 10th. Really, serious.
Really?
It's the first pay-per-view ever done with a stand-up moron as myself.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
Excellent. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's going to be big.
It's going to be huge.
I mean, everybody wants to see
It's going to be bigger than big.
And it's all new material?
Yeah, all new. Except for the old stuff that I put in.
Oh, okay. No, but you made a lot of new
jokes. You got to pepper it with some of the old bits.
Right.
Because some of my idiot fans still yell out, do Mother Goose.
Right.
So, you know, you got to do that crap.
Right, I got you.
I give them an hour new show, and they yell, do Mother Goose. And then I got to look at them over there and go, well, if I did the old crap, you'd be going, well, why didn't he do any new stuff? Then if I do the new stuff, you can't please nobody no more. I can't take it no more. I got to be honest with you, Howie.
Dice is also going to do an interview with me on my E-show tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do
Tomorrow we're doing that.
It's going to be a very powerful interview.
Hey, and let me interview you. Even though I know you real well, let me interview you.
No, interview me.
Let me ask you questions.
I was thinking, maybe you'll interview you instead of me.
All right, you have some questions prepared for me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll turn over a segment to you where you can interview me.
Okay.
Is that good?
It's your
do you
show.
Want to
I'll
do that?
Whatever you want.
Well, you just said maybe you'll interview me.
If you want.
All right.
I'm good. Here, like Howie, where'd you get the glasses?
I bought them in a store.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, you're a good
I'm
interviewer. You're very good. He's a good interviewer.
When did you hit your full height?
College.
Okay, you see? Now, those are two questions I got, I can relax with.
Yeah, those are two questions. Those are solid questions you can go with. I thought I was going to stop growing, actually.
Did I mention I'm going to be at Rascals this weekend.
No, you didn't say that.
No,
West Orange.
Yeah, in West Orange, Friday and Saturday, because that's where I'm preparing for the pay-per-view.
All right. So, in other words, if someone wants to see you, they can go to Rascals Friday and Saturday, and then if they want, if they can't get to see you, they can order pay-per-view July 10th.
Yeah, well,
Call
your local cable operator. Stupid! What? No, the Rascals.
Kenny, don't interrupt,
Rascals is a small club. That's where I just, hone the act.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So I've been doing it for a few weekends, so we'll be there Friday and Saturday. But we'll talk about the pay-per-view.
And who's coming to this press conference that you're throwing?
A bunch of the press idiots.
Yeah? And what are you going to do?
Pen and paper people.
I see. How many people are going to be there?
A lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't care.
Where is that going to be?
Let them come at me.
Where is that going to be?
Come get me.
Where is that going to be?
At the Giant over there. I don't even know the name of the place.
Where is it, Kenny?
Pay-per-view's supposed to pick me up here and go.
All right.
You know?
Kenny doesn't know either.
That's their
Kenny,
name.
where is the press conference?
I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, you're not announcing that on the air?
No. Don't announce.
Why?
No.
Maybe there'll be
too many people.
Well, that'd be great.
I don't need that. I don't need that kind of pressure.
You don't want that pressure?
No.
You don't have to let them in. Just clog up traffic.
No, I don't want to do that.
It'll look big then.
No, it is big. There's a lot of people
coming. It'll be bigger.
It's big enough. Give me the coffee. Come on. Thank you.
I asked for a large.
Who's the broad?
That's Kathy.
Yeah, okay, good. Yes, she is.
Hey, you know what we'll do on my
Are you
show?
going to come?
Maybe Club Soda can interview me, too.
You said
both you guys will interview me.
You said you're going to be at my pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
As a guest.
Sure.
We're doing it out of Westbury.
Yeah?
Howard?
Yeah.
Hey, Club Soda.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a good interviewer, because if I had a thought in my head, it would be lonely.
Seriously, why don't you...
That's one of my jokes. What are you doing with my jokes again?
Nothing else to say.
Do your own jokes.
Hey, Club Soda.
Yes, sir.
Seriously, are you going to come down to the E! Show, too, when I tape?
Tomorrow, what time?
What time are we doing that, Dice?
It's your show.
I don't know the time.
I don't know the time either.
But you're going to be with Dice, right?
I'm very busy.
Why
All
don't
I've
you
been
think
doing
up a
is press.
question that you could ask me on the show?
Who, me?
Yeah. Why don't you think up a question that you could ask me?
24 hours.
Yeah, you got a
Here I
whole
am.
day
Look
to
at me in
think
the paper. Look at the shape I'm in. Is this today's paper?
Pull up your shirt. Let me see if you're in shape.
Look at that. Look. Take a look. I'm not
Pull up
wearing
your
a shirt.
Yeah, but you're wearing a pair of pants that's up to past your belly button.
No, it's below the belly
Pull up
button.
your shirt. Let me take a look.
I don't want to get undressed.
No, pull up your
I
shirt.
get shy.
Come on, let me see.
You know I'm
Let
in
me see if I
great
see
shape.
some
I'll let
blubber
you
on
feel
you.
me up. There's no blubber.
Hey, Robin, you want to see me with my shirt up?
Oh,
I'll show you in shape.
Yeah, but you're like a tall drink of water. Look at you.
I'll show you shape. Now, this is just... Come here. Look at that. You see that?
Stop it. Stop it. Do something with yourself already.
Come on, Robin. Look at that.
Do something. No, you're not.
Look at that.
All right, Howard, stop it.
Go ahead. Lift up your shirt.
No, I'll embarrass you.
Come on.
Well, you
Let me
know
see
I'm
you-
in great shape.
Let me see your stomach.
No, beg
Robin,
me.
how'd my stomach look?
I posed for this whole thing.
better.
No, you don't look bad. You don't look bad.
Look better than both of you.
No, I look phenomenal.
All right, Robin.
You're not going to show us. You're not going to show
No,
us
I never
anything.
do that. You know I'm
Let me
shy
see, make
like
a muscle.
that. It took him 2 hours to get me to do this shot.
Make a muscle.
What do you mean make a muscle?
Let's make a muscle.
I don't make muscle.
Let's see if you're in shape.
I'm in shape, believe me.
Did you see the
What's the matter? You can't take it.
What?
You can't take it.
Let me
Look
just
at
see what kind of shape
I'm coming
you're
out with my own line of workout clothes. I'm in such great. Look at this. That's one of my shirts.
That's
Dice
very nice.
Muscle.
That's nice. I like that.
I'm serious. The whole line's
Yeah,
coming
it's very
out.
nice.
All workout wear.
That's nice. Take it easy.
Pumpty Pumpty.
What's going on with your TV show? You doing that or not?
With ABC?
Yeah.
I piss on them. That's
Really?
how I feel about ABC.
It's over?
I told you. Remember when I called you and I said they're holding me hostage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What do you
they
mean
did.
holding you hostage?
But they give you a few bucks to hold you, saying they're going to do this show.
And then they don't go there.
This show isn't even about... You see this pay-per-view I'm doing?
Yeah.
It's called No Apologies, because everybody gets paid back on this.
Even Club Soda.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah. I'm not doing this show for Hollywood.
Hey, Club
believe
Soda,
me.
you married?
Yeah, but I'm separated from my wife. She's not here right now.
Oh,
That's like another joke he just did.
No, are you separated?
No, he means she's at home.
No, I know. But are you
here.
separated from your wife for
He's
real?
not separated
No,
from his wife.
I have a wonderful wife and
And two wonderful children. All right.
Are you in love with Dice or something? Because you're always with him. Do you love him?
Yes, I do.
You do love Dice?
Yes, I do.
You'd do anything for him?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, except the right thing.
Club Soda, pull up your shirt. Let me see what kind of shape you're in.
Yeah, take your shirt off.
All right, let's see.
He'll get undressed anyway. You don't care.
Wow, Robin, look at him.
Oh, boy.
Wow, look at the size of this guy. Look at that. Turn around so Robin can see. Look at that. Wow, look at the size of this guy.
He's posing for me.
Too bad this is radio.
Well, maybe you'll do that on my TV show.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you look pretty good, man. You got breasts bigger than Robin. You got more brains than your muscles.
Well, I knew you'd piss on him. You see, that's what happened.
He's a
Did you
good
say
guy.
anything when he took his shirt off? You didn't say a word to him. You actually said he looked good, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
All right, why don't we... hey, Dice, you can sit here for a few more minutes?
Well, that's what I came here for.
All right,
This
because
way
we
you
gotta
can't
wrap up
hang
the news.
on me.
I gotta wrap up the
But when I
news.
come here, what do? You shut the mic off if I say one off-color thing.
All right, go ahead.
I can't win with you.
It's good to have Dice here. Andrew Dice Clay, of course, the legendary Andrew Dice Clay.
No, don't put my show on the air. All right, ABC. Okay.
Who's the guy you hate over there? Ted Harbert?
I hate them all.
Oh, all right.
It doesn't matter. They all look the same.
What do you got there, Robin?
In Los Angeles, the carjacking is getting so bad now that people are trying to find any solution.
Good, walk.
What they're going to, no, they're not going to walk. They noticed that most of the victims were women, single women alone, in a car, or women with children. So what some women are doing now is buying a dummy.
Who, like Club Soda?
Yeah.
Well, on Saturday, July 10th, everybody will be home. They don't have to worry about it because they'll be watching me on pay-per-view.
That's
yes,
very
it'll
true.
be a carjacking-free night. They're calling this dummy Safety Man. He's a 5'10" polyfiber stuffed traveling partner. You put him in the passenger seat of the car,
That's smart.
and then maybe the
Now, don't you know,
carjackers will leave you alone.
And by the way, and don't you know that the...
That's the same people that set up the hijackers. They figure, all right, let's rip off a couple cars, then we come up with the dummy. We make $1 million.
Well, that's like, like...
It's always the same two guys that are ripping off the cars. I don't want to say nothing, though.
Let me tell you something. I'd rather be sitting in a car next to one of those dummies than sitting there talking to Fred, who doesn't say a word to me.
The dummy is available in both a Caucasian or a black model.
I'd get a black model. What do you think? The looters and stuff and the marauders aren't going to know the difference between a dummy and a real person?
That's what they're saying, Howard. Maybe as
No.
you're driving along real fast, you just notice there's a guy with a baseball cap in the car, and you say, yeah, let me get this woman behind who's alone.
You see what it's come down to, Dice? You got to drive around with a dummy in your car.
I do, Kenny.
I know, but most people can't afford a Kenny.
Yeah, your dummy talks.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that, Kenny.
Please don't.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Eddie Antar, remember that? Crazy Eddie?
I hear you.
Crazy Eddie.
Who had the appliance store and then ran away to Israel to try to hide all of his money or whatever. Finally got extradited back to this country because of his ill health. He's going on trial today.
Good, maybe he'll fix my Walkman. I bought a Walkman there a few years ago.
It broke, right?
A Budokan. And I dropped it, and it split open, and they didn't want to, help me out with it.
You're kidding.
That's what happens.
Wow.
Because he's crazy.
Boy, you got the shaft.
That's terrible.
That's a terrible
Bill Cosby
story.
apparently is again interested in buying NBC. What's that all about? They say his problems now are the same as they were then. He couldn't do it by himself. He'd have to have a whole syndicate.
Dice, you ought to buy NBC with Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he's another good personal buddy of mine.
Oh, he hates you, right? He must hate you.
He hates anybody that says the word damn. That big dope.
He's
It's
an idiot.
amazing when they're in their 30s and they're doing like what I do, cursing, screaming.
Right, that's okay.
It's okay. The minute they hit 50 and they realize, hey, I'm going to die and meet God soon, oh, nobody else should do it.
Yeah. Oh, he's an idiot.
You're not going to change, though, are you?
I don't change for nobody. There are no apologies here.
Kenny, have you ever seen Dice change?
Only for the better.
All right, what else you got
They
there?
say that Cosby will need $4 to $5 billion to get General Electric interested even in selling NBC.
Wow, that's a lot of money. That's more than Dice made on his last tour, almost.
Wrong.
You know how I'm always talking about the death penalty, Howard, and how we really need it?
Yeah, give it to Leno.
Give it to me. I can't believe the cigarette smoke is killing me. You might as well put me out fast.
Yeah, you tell me how much Leno loves me? Remember you were telling me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mr. Potato Head didn't want me on his show.
Hey, how much does his head weigh?
He said I got to figure 150 pounds.
You think so?
Yeah, and it's all full of crap.
You mean if you chopped off Jay Leno's head, it
And
would weigh
just weighed
150 pounds?
Look, don't get me started. I don't even know why I said his name, because he's Mr. Potato Head. And everybody that sees him, I want you to call him, if you're my fan, Mr. Potato Head.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
Now,
Did you
you
try to
told
get...
No, we were doing this pay-per-view.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
bad enough to be blackballed from a complete movie industry. I
Right.
could deal with that at this point.
Have you been blackballed?
I've been completely
You
blackballed.
were very good in the movies. You did a movie
I'm an
called
excellent actor.
Casual sex.
Casual Sex. You saved the movie. All right, so listen. Ford Fairlane.
It was a mess.
It was that misery, Rennie Harlan, that screwed you up
It
on that.
didn't matter. It still made a lot of money.
Everybody but you is working.
That's a good point. Do you know that Dice's movie, I looked this up.
Yeah.
Your movie made about $25 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
In less than 2 weeks.
$25 million.
And the head of the studio at the time pulled it.
The
because
movie-
he didn't want to be dealing with the controversy.
The movie cost about $8 million to make.
Right.
Then on top of that, I'm sure they sold video and all that.
Yeah, the first month it came out, it sold at $100 price, $300,000.
All right. So the point is, okay, so let's say the movie, I don't know, maybe they were expecting $100 million, but they made money on the movie. Why not put them in another movie?
Sure.
No, what happened was it had nothing to do with that. They pulled the movie because the studio didn't want to deal with the controversy. So what did the critics do? They said the movie was a bomb because of me.
But meanwhile, you made a
now you get this
$20 million movie.
In the meantime, the movie came out, made $25 million in less than 2 weeks, and I can't get work, and everybody else looks okay. We got rid of him. Like I'm
everybody
this
else
terrible guy.
who worked on the film is still working.
Because I talk dirty on stage, because I talk about banging and that kind of
right.
stuff.
And what's wrong with that?
Hey,
I mean,
what
isn't
about
that
Red
freedom of
Fox?
speech?
Remember Red Fox?
I remember a man named Red Fox.
Filthy comic. Didn't he have a series on for years?
30 times more filthy
Eddie
than
Murphy,
you.
did he have a beautiful movie career, huh?
Filthy.
Richard Pryor, beautiful
Filthy.
movie career.
Filthy.
Huh? What about Martin Lawrence? Beautiful TV career, huh?
Filthy comedian.
No, but I dig the comics. I got nothing with the comics. But you know what would happen if the press went after them?
Yeah.
They'd call them a bigot and a racist, but they go after me.
Of course.
Because I'm a Jew. Anti-Semitic.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Kenny,
Anyway,
is that
That's
true?
why they do it. I'm telling you the truth.
Is Dice saying this accurately?
This is the truth.
He's Jewish. You're right.
No. I mean, is his assessment of show business accurate?
I think nobody's been blackballed since, the early days except him.
Here, Damon Wayans. Here, listen to this.
All right, go ahead.
Damon Wayans.
Put out the cigarette. Come on.
Damon Wayans is doing a new movie, right?
Yeah.
And him and his manager both love me, and they're waiting for the script, but they think that'd be a real strong part in it.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? So now Damon's the star of the movie. He takes me for the part, right?
He likes you.
Who doesn't want me? The studio heads. They go,
course
we
not.
don't need pay-per-view Saturday.
Call your
Right,
local cable operators now.
And you'll be telling it like it is, like you are here. In other words, you'll be saying
Telling
it,
it like it is.
You're going to tell everything.
No
Can I tell
apology.
you the news?
Yes, go
I
ahead.
couldn't give a crap about it. Let me see that article on me. I like reading about me.
Talk about
In
Somalians.
Mississippi, Somalians, that's Somalians.
We're not talking about that, Kenny.
Somalians.
Somalia. We talked about Somalia earlier. Yeah. Go ahead.
In Mississippi, they have recaptured a self-described
Who's that thing?
serial killer. I've always said these people should be put to death because there's no way to cure them. This man claims to have put to death 72 people as he was running around the country. And he's sitting in jail, and he escaped.
How do you
Luckily,
escape, Robin?
this one was recaptured. But this could happen at any time.
Yeah.
You got people like that. Jeffrey Dahmer could get out at some point.
Really?
Why aren't these people put to death, Howard?
Listen, I have no idea why.
In Pennsylvania, Governor Casey, the guy who got the new heart and liver yesterday, everything's working fine. He's resting well this morning. And Pennsylvania Senator Arlen Specter is recovering from the removal of what doctors think was a benign tumor inside his skull. So he's doing okay.
Which was bigger, the tumor or his brain?
No, I don't know. They didn't give me an assessment. But he was conscious and talking with his family less than an hour after the surgery yesterday.
Wow. Isn't that great the way they can fix your brain like that?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you were reading about
Seattle?
yourself. Yeah.
In Seattle, they have decided, at least one of the papers in Seattle, the Seattle Times, has decided to stop taking cigarette advertising.
Well, you'll like that.
They say there's no doubt in their minds that cigarette smoking is the #1 cause of health problems in the country, and they can no longer, in good conscience, take their money.
I feel great from it.
Hey, you ought to quit already. You could do it.
Stop it.
Are you
Who
so?
wants to
Are you
quit?
you are such a prisoner of
He
those
wants
cigarettes.
to quit.
I see you every minute. You're lighting up. You
Yeah,
always
so
say-
what?
and you always plan. I
What
see
do
you
you
before
do?
you
You
get on a
drink
plane.
water?
You're always
You
planning
drink
your
water.
next cigarette.
Yeah, how do you do on planes?
I do fine.
Yeah?
You can give it up for a couple. Does he do fine on a plane, or does he have like
Yeah.
withdrawal?
No.
He has his own jet.
He has his own jet.
Well, when we take my own jet, I do smoke on it.
You do? Do you
Yeah.
have your own jet?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, so what?
I've never heard of that. I never heard you say you had your own jet.
The Bourbon brothers are our pilots.
Boy, that laid an egg.
Yeah, it's one of
does
those
that mean?
hawkers. It's like an 8-seater.
So is that how you got to New York on a private plane?
No, I took a big plane for that.
Right. So how did you do on that? Was
Fine.
it hard for you to go without your cigarettes?
No, I don't mind.
I bet
not
you stand there in
smoking,
line smoking
but I love
900
to
cigarettes.
Smoke, you know.
I bet
No, I love to smoke. What's the problem here? Everybody's got their habits. You drink water.
I used to love cigarettes, but I
All
gave
right.
it up.
Well, of course you gave it up. The whole world's got to give it up.
I didn't say you have to give it up.
You know what I mean?
Just said, let's see if you think you're addicted?
Yes,
You do.
obviously.
Do you think you could give it up?
Yeah, if I wanted to.
Do you think you're man enough to give it up?
Well, it has nothing to be man.
Do you think
enough,
that's your
you know?
persona, that you can't be on stage without a cigarette or else you will lose all your comedic abilities?
No. I just like to smoke.
You said it has something to do with your timing, though.
Yeah, comedically it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
but I
hung
could
up
do
on
it without it.
You could do it without it.
Yeah.
What if
I'd like to see
I'd
you
use
do it without
like an ice pick or something.
maybe you ought to do the pay-per-view without a cigarette?
I don't
Could you
think
do that?
so.
Oh,
No.
you could do it.
No, but I wouldn't.
You would not do that.
Because when I'm on stage,
That's
that's
your
the only
trademark.
place people don't bust my balls about smoking.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Now,
When
what
I'm
if-
on stage,
let me ask you a
can't
question.
come up there and go, Andrew, please, put out the cigarette.
What if cigarettes kill you? What will Kenny do? How will he live?
Kenny smokes still.
Oh, Kenny, you smoke?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't used to till I met him.
Oh, so he got you smoking?
Yeah, he gave me my first pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
Yeah, but I never see you smoke.
Smoke, Kenny.
So let me see you smoking cigarettes. But wait, you're a health nut, aren't you, Kenny? Don't you work out in the gym? And
Yes, sir.
you do.
But you smoke.
Oh, Kenny is smoking.
Ah, so refreshing.
So refreshing. All right, now put it out.
I'm going to waste it.
No, put it
All right,
out.
don't waste it.
Put it out.
Don't you dare put it out.
Kenny, put it out.
Don't you dare.
Kenny, I'm telling you to put it out. I'm in charge.
Yeah, well, who pays who?
That's right.
Guys, tell him to put it
Put
out.
it out.
All right, there he goes. Thank you.
And finally this morning, Howard, Edward James Olmos.
You know him, Dice?
Yeah, he almost made it. Yeah.
Is that why they call him Edward James Almost?
No, I liked him in the Miami Vice thing. Then after that, it was like, you know, he just shows up at disaster sites.
Yeah, sweeping a broom.
You know.
Well, there are death threats against him.
Really? Robin almost
Apparently-
married him.
Apparently, some Mexican gangs don't like the way he portrayed a Mexican gang leader in the movie American Me. And one of the top gang counselors who worked as a consultant on the film,
Yes.
was murdered. And they say that that was a message to Edward James Olmos, that
That's
his
great.
days are number 2. So he's beefed up his security. He's been informed that
He should
there's
hire.
a possibility that people are after him, even by some of these gang informants who are working with the Witness Protection Program. So
He should hire Club Soda Kenny.
yeah, really, he did.
He doesn't have that kind of cash.
Is that right?
Right.
Oh, poor Edward James. He's in trouble. That's what I have to say today.
Thanks, Robin. Now, Dice is here because he's promoting pay-per-view. I feel like I hardly saw you today. You got to run over
Did
to
I
this-
mention Rascals this weekend?
Yeah, Rascals
My
this
agent will be
weekend.
pleased. They'll go,
Dice-
"What are you
pushing Rascals for?"
Well, Rascals is a great venue to see you because it's a smaller venue.
Yeah,
Most
and that's
people-
also the way I'm working on the stuff, and it's a small club.
So, in other words, if I go to Rascals, I'll see you ad-libbing a lot of stuff from the
Yeah.
stage, working out new material.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to see that.
Yeah. But
And
the
then-
pay-per-view itself takes
will be-
place out of Westbury.
And the pay-per-view will be the culmination of all that new material.
Yeah. But I've been working on it for a while.
Kenny, have you heard the new material?
Yes, and it's outrageous.
It shocked
really
you.
is. It really is.
Was it a lot of sex talk?
It's everything. It's
Was
a
it about,
complete
uh,
rampage.
did you talk
It's
about
a
black
seminar
people?
for the insane.
Did you talk about black people?
I talk about everybody.
What about Mexicans? Did you talk about them?
No.
You do not?
I'll leave them with almost.
And what about, who else do you pick on this? You're known for coming out.
I'm into the sex thing. You know,
Sex, a lot of
I
sex.
just can't help myself.
You talk a lot about sex.
A lot about it. You know, I don't want to do the material. You know, because you're not a guy that likes to hear bits on the radio anyway. But yeah, it's really the most despicable show I could put together.
I can't believe
It's
you
really
can't get.
sad.
I can't.
I'm
Do you talk
doing-
about periods, women's periods?
Yeah, I did that
You
in
do
my
that?
first special.
You're going to do that again? I like when you do that.
Do you find yourself talking more about sex now that you're married?
No.
Do you miss
No.
getting other girls?
No.
You
My
like
wife's
to-
an animal.
She really gives you
complete
good
animal.
sex?
Yeah. Trini's a nut.
You ever see
She's
his
crazy.
wife, Club Soda?
She's beautiful.
Do you wish you had a wife like that?
Well,
What?
he does have a wife.
Yeah, but don't you wish you had Trini as a wife?
There's only one Trini.
Yeah, but don't you wish that you had Dice's wife?
He got her first.
Yeah, but did you wish you had Dice's
Well,
wife?
what are you saying? He got it first. That's not the...
Nah, I would never say anything bad about you or your wife or your Trini.
Trini's got a good sense of humor. You know that.
I'll say she does.
married me.
That's right. She's one of a kind.
You know, but she loves the act, too.
And you get to go into Dice's inner sanctum. You actually get to be in Dice's house, right?
Yes.
Because you have to guard him.
Right.
Oh, not in my house.
In the house, even. You are there, though, right?
Well, he makes me wait outside a lot
No, but sometimes you get to come in, right?
to use the bathroom.
No, seriously. You're allowed to visit inside
Yes,
Dice's
he
house.
comes
Of
in the
course.
house, he hangs out. He
And
does
you
the
see
whole
Trini sometimes just walking around?
Yeah.
And sometimes she's almost undressed, right? 'Cause she
Most of the time.
Is that right?
She's
And
always
you
gotta
have
be
thoughts
prepared.
of Trini when you look at her?
Of course he does. How can't you?
Come on, you do. She's a beautiful woman.
Yes, she is.
And sometimes you look at her and go, boy, I wish I had her. Right? If I wasn't married.
Yeah, say it,
Did
Kenny.
you say
You
that?
could say it, Kenny.
Look at him.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm very embarrassed
Come on.
now.
Why? Why are you embarrassed? Because it's true, isn't it?
Yes, she's a beautiful woman.
Right. And sometimes you're sitting there thinking about being with Trini.
He's talking about when you're blowing off, you think about it. And that's okay. You're my buddy.
It's all right if you think about her.
Okay.
You think about his wife.
Yeah, but it's the mother of his son, so.
Yeah, but big deal. I think it turns Dice on that you think about his wife.
It's one of the things I speak about on stage, believe me.
On the pay-per-view, you'll talk about this?
What a complete animal she is.
Really?
Yeah. And
She
how
really
I
satisfied
hate
you.
her.
You hate her.
Well, you know, marriage isn't about love.
Are you sorry you got married?
No.
You're not.
Good opponent.
And are you going to have more children?
Yeah, hopefully.
I see.
You know, if that happens, it happens. When I go into that position, you know, for the bang, I'm not thinking, hopefully we get a kid. You know, if you get it, it's like, all
So
right.
you don't wear any kind of protection when you're with your wife, and
Nothing.
and if something happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't gotten pregnant yet.
Well, you know, she will.
Yeah.
You know.
Club Soda, do you ever pretend like you're getting her pregnant? Do you ever think about like what that would be like?
I mean, you're always popping kids. You
No,
don't
that's
use
it
no
for me. I
protection.
have 3. I haven't
Yeah, but
gone
now
back
what
to
are you going to
protection.
do? What are you going to do?
Abstinence.
Yeah, sure.
So far, it's working.
No,
I haven't had any
You'll
sex.
be banging away, believe me.
Well, we'll see about that. Well, first of all, Dice has got to get over to this press conference. It's in a secret location, Ron.
Oh, no, it's not. It's in the paper
I
here.
know. I thought it was in the
Yeah,
paper.
Where is
it? At this McGuire's Cafe.
Oh, you're going to be having it at a cafe?
Yeah.
And what will happen? The press will all line up and ask you various questions?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I've done these things before.
I see. And there'll be TV stations and newspapers?
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff.
And they will stand there and ask, for
and
example...
then they wrote on the bottom that, I was looking for a special guest star. Clay wanted the one man who's hated even more than he is, Joey Buttafuoco. Joey's legal brain said no. Joey, I'm looking for you. Give me a call.
You want to put Joe Buttafuoco on your special?
Yeah, I thought he would be a nice touch.
And what, are you a supporter of his?
Well, you know, I think he's a very funny guy.
Right.
And a lot of shows have had him on, but not a real comedy show.
Right. And you would
know,
interview him on the show?
He comes on a show like Donahue when they persecute the guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
A guy likes to get out there a little, you know what I mean?
Right.
Put him on the Dice Show. Let him have a good time.
Right, so you would have him on.
So, Joey, if you're listening, give me a call. Know what I mean?
And you would interview him on
I
stage?
would interview him. I give him a few minutes on stage.
Right, he'd stand up and defend himself.
Do his thing.
Right.
No, it's not about defense. It's a comedy show.
I see.
He could come out there and do anything he wants for a few minutes.
Right, and
maybe
you
he's got
feel-
a couple jokes he wants to try.
Do you feel he's guilty of cavorting with a minor?
I couldn't care less about that.
You're
That's
not political?
No.
I see.
You know, it's just, you know, he's a star. I'm a star. We're both comics.
Right.
I figured put him on the show.
I see. Well, that's going to be some show, Robin.
Yeah, but Joey's not there.
Oh, well, he's going to try and get him.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm calling you, Joey. This is my personal call to you.
Okay,
Andrew
so
Dice Clay calling Joey Buttafuoco.
Dice's pay-per-view, July 10th. Call your local cable operator. And I have some tickets to give away.
Saturday, July 10th.
I will actually give away tickets tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
I will give away tickets to this event. And also, Dice will be at Rascals this coming weekend, Friday and Saturday night.
And maybe the second and the third, too.
All right, real
You know,
good.
because I gotta keep my brains going. Very limber for this show.
I understand.
Because I hate everybody and everything about everybody.
No, you're really
And
bitter
they're gonna
because
pay.
you really feel that you're entitled to a film career. You've proven yourself to be a box office winner, right?
Well, yeah.
It is.
But it's not bitter. It's gotten to the point where it's like, I'm past that, and now it's just payback.
I'm sure a TV
That's
show
why I'm
would
doing the
generate
pay-
a TV
Because
show
even
would
when-
generate a lot of interest. I mean, if
Yeah,
people are
but-
curious to see you.
You know, it's like, why fight for it anymore?
Right.
You know,
Okay.
I don't need it anymore.
All right.
You know, and
So wouldn't you enjoy tuning in every week, let's say on ABC, like Roseanne has a show, you would have Dice's show?
But you know what I really like about the pay-per-view? The reason I'm doing it,
Yeah.
not just because I'm the first, because
Right.
I break every rule in the book.
Yes.
Because this is live, and that's the important thing. I mean, HBO's been trying to do it lately, but it ain't happening.
Right.
See, with my specials, they didn't do my specials live. This way they could tape it and take out any bits that they thought were too filthy.
Right.
This is live. I could say and
And
do
you can say whatever
I
you
feel.
want.
And I can't wait to do it. I'm
Okay.
like a time bomb.
Wow. Dice's pay-per-view, July 10th. Call your local cable operator.
Leno!
And what happened? You try to book yourself on the
Yeah, I
Leno
mean,
show?
even a stupid talk show, a guy that's ratings are going through the friggin' toilet like Leno, you call him up, and he's like, well, there's too much water under the bridge. What do you mean water under the bridge?
What kind of water?
Well, you said things about me, that's okay, but when I answer you back, that's no good. That's show business, you know what I mean?
Welcome to show business.
So if you got something to say, bring me on the show. Let's clear it up.
It would be
Everybody's
interesting.
happy. You finally get more than your family watching the show.
Right.
And you know, I get a shot to promote something.
Why?
But
Jay,
no,
Jay
don't
said
put
no?
me on that show.
Did you speak to Jay directly?
No, they called him up. His own publicist asked him.
And he
goes,
said no.
Jay, put him on the show. I even said, you know what? If he's a little nervous like that, I'm going to punch him in the face or something.
Right.
Because he knows I'm basically a Hamisher guy.
Right.
You know, let's go for lunch. Let's hang out a little. And then if you decide I don't want him on the show, that's one thing.
Right.
But the guy, they're scared to face you because they said so many bad things.
Right.
They think I'm going to kill him when I
Right,
see him,
right.
which
They
I'm
feel-
not. It's coming out of his nose that's got more hair. He's got like a ponytail coming out of his ears. You know those guys that
Right,
bring
right.
on.
Yeah, old time.
I remember then. When what?
Right.
When what? You don't even remember your own name anymore.
Well, what are you going to do?
That's who they bring on.
You're at their mercy.
You
You're
know,
at their mercy.
Carson was never like that. Carson had class. Carson wasn't afraid
Did
to
Carson
bring
have you
anybody
on?
No, but that's not the point.
No, I see.
No, but Carson was like on his way out when I was coming up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But Carson, I mean, through the years, he didn't care who it was.
Right.
You know, he wasn't afraid, like, I'm not going to come up against this guy. He had everybody on.
That's not
what made
true,
him the
but
best.
then, you know, Carson would ban people from the show.
Carson was on for like 25 years. He might have a little fight with somebody.
Right.
And then he'll bring him on.
I see.
You know, these guys are like pansies, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
They're afraid of
I
you.
don't like what Dice does. It's terrible what he does, but don't say it to his face. Like what Belzer pulled for 3 years. That
Well,
hurt. Now finally he shut his mouth.
You hear me?
You know?
I hear you.
Anytime I last saw Belzer, I nearly ripped the door of my car off.
Why is that?
I'm in a gas station in L.A. This is after we cleared up the whole feud. Thank
Right.
God for him.
Right. You see
Or
him.
I would have took the nozzle of that hose. But look, we're friends now, right?
Yeah.
So I hear somebody go, "Hey, Dice," and the door to my car's open, and I'm going in reverse. And I smash it into a pole. And he goes, "Oh, that's a nice car." Yeah. I go, "It's a wrecked new Trans Am. Thank you."
Yeah, that's because of Belser.
No, but I didn't do nothing.
Will
to
you
the
do
car.
Chevy Chase's new show? Will you be a part of that?
I didn't even know he's got a show.
He's going to have a new show.
He's got to call me.
He's got to call you up, and maybe you'll do it.
I'll do anybody's show that wants to have me on.
A lot of people won't have you on because you're too controversial.
Yeah,
all right, well,
which
now
is so
you've done the smart thing. You're going to pay-per-view July 10th. All right, so call your local cable operator, and tomorrow I'll give away some tickets to that.
I want Leno to watch pay-per-view. I got a special segment planned just for Leno
Just for
on
him.
pay-per-view.
Jackie Platinum, Joke Page Martin.
I'm going to have a pumpkin head on stage.
Is that right?
And I'll split it with an axe. That's my bit on Leno.
Wow. Those are very frightening words.
That's what I think about him. And anybody else that don't like me. Hollywood don't like me, I piss on them. The show's for the people. This show is for the fans.
For your fans. Your fans have always liked you. That's
well, the
point.
media banged me down. There were a lot of fans that stuck behind me. That's who this show's for. And that's it. I don't care about nobody else.
All right, let me do some plugs here. Jackie
Plug
Jackie Platinum, Joke Page Martling this Friday, June 18th at the New York Comedy Shop in Neal's New York Dinner Theater in Mountain Lakes, New Jersey. For dirty jokes and info, call the All Digital 516-922-WINE. Thursday night, July 1st at Rascals by the Shore in Ocean Township, New Jersey. Go try and stump the Joke Man. Also, don't miss Boy Gary. It is relevant.
No, it had nothing to do with the comic book.
When did you have your first sex?
I don't remember.
What do you do to pleasure yourself when you're on the road?
I read my book, the
Has
Bible.
Mr. T ever masturbated?
I read the Bible.
You read the Bible when you have that urge?
I read the Bible to keep myself peaceful, you know.
You do
Keep
not,
myself-
when you're on the road and there's no women around, what do you do?
Read the Bible.
Really? You do not,
51st Psalm.
You do not do anything to yourself?
Have mercy upon me, O Lord.
You do not do anything to
According
yourself?
my,
Do you do
kindness,
anything to
know.
yourself, ever?
I wash myself clean, you know.
Really?
The two things I can't stand. One is a begging woman and a funky man.
All right,
Well,
listen,
my heart
Mr. T's comic book.
See,
it's
he'll
called...
switch the subject when I catch him, you know.
No,
I'm here to
Mr.
talk
T-
about the book, so he couldn't get no dirt. Then he go back to the book. I love Howard. I tell you, keep me sharp.
Mr. T,
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
this comic book is called Mr. T and the T-Force.
Who is the T-Force?
The T-Force
is the aura. It's the people, the kind. It's my army. See, Arnold
It's his
Palmer
army.
got his army. You know,
Arnold
Charlie
Palmer.
got his angels. You know, Jerry got his kids, and Mr. T got his tots. My.
Right, and you avenge evil, and you go out...
See, we dealing with crime and everything else, the frustration of society on the street level.
You
No,
get
I
rid of
don't
the
fly.
drugs. You get
I
rid of
don't
drugs.
fly. The same thing I do in real life. I go to school, talk to the kids, you know.
Right.
I go to hospitals. So we're doing it in the comic book form and whatnot. Like I
Exactly.
say, you know, I'm not fast as speeding bullet. I carry no gun in my comic. If you notice that the thing I got my left arm is not a gun, it's a video camera.
I see.
You know, we got the idea from the beating of Rodney King, you know, because crooks don't like to be videotaped, you know what I mean? So before I beat the guy...
What's your story? You have children?
Huh?
You have children?
No, I have children. I have two daughters.
You have two daughters?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Where are they?
Where are those girls?
In school.
They are?
Yes.
How old are they?
One is 22, one is 15, one Lisa, one Erica. One is college and senior college studying psychology.
They're allowed to date?
Matter of fact, they have their own house. I got 3 homes out there. They got
You
their
gave
own
your
house.
children their own house.
That's right, you know.
Really?
That's right. I don't
Are you kidding me?
I don't believe in no will and life insurance. I give it to them now. That's why the Menendez boys killed their parents, waiting on the $12 million from life insurance. You know?
All right.
See, as a black guy, as I make it, I give to them.
All
My
right.
kids don't have to wait till I die. They have now.
You set them
know?
up for life.
That's right. You
Aren't
give
you
it to
afraid
them.
those some guy will try to
I'm not
marry
afraid
them
of
for the
nothing.
money?
I'm not afraid of
Aren't you
nothing,
afraid they'll marry for the money and take the money from your daughters?
See, I don't fear nothing. We ain't worried about that.
So your daughters are a good
Education,
catch.
They're educated.
They're good
They're
catch.
educated.
They're
you
a good
know.
catch.
They ain't gonna mess with no poor guy.
They're millionaires
You know, I
too.
ain't gonna mess with no poor person.
All right, listen.
You know, that's why I question why I'm here with you.
Mr. T, Mr. T,
I love Howard.
Mr. T, I
As a white
want to
black
thank you.
man.
I want to thank you for coming in here.
Hey man, now you cut me off, man.
No, I got to move
What kind
on.
of crap is this?
Come
you
on.
See that people, you know,
You
man,
were here
the
over an
brothers
hour.
don't like that,
Now
man.
listen to me.
You spend 20 minutes talking about how much I crap and how big my wand is. Now I want to talk about the book. Now you want to sit me off.
All right,
Who you
Mr.
think I
T,
am? Some other
Mr.
Tom?
T,
Gonna go off wildly? I'll
Mr.
tear
T
this
and the
station up,
T-Force.
man. What kind of stuff are they asking about? I'm dating white women, all that stuff. Now I want to talk about my book. Now you want to
Mr.
send me
T,
home.
Mr.
Are you
T,
crazy, man?
Mr. T,
Man, I'm gonna put a plug on you, baby.
Mr.
I tell
T.
the brothers we'll come marching around here. You know, I'll bring the Muslims and whatnot.
All right,
I'll
all the Muslims, please. Mr. T and the T-Force.
I'll bring Burt Reynolds with his hair.
No.
You know.
Well, don't do
You
that.
know, I'll bring Lonnie.
You know Burt Reynolds?
You know.